Ball going to Monte, over to McCormick for three. Wilt Chamberlain grabs it and dunks it home. Paul George with it. He's gonna try to size up. Paul George breaks his ankles. Oh my goodness. Monte gonna get it down to Wilt. Wilt, he's in the paint for too long and he gets it to go. 6 seconds left to go. 4 seconds. Fuck. Pass it over to Zach LaVine for three. In today's video, I teamed up Steph Curry and Wilt Chamberlain and simulated their entire careers together in NBA 2K26. Will this be the best duo of all time? Or will they fail to compete with the up-and-coming stars in the league? And if you want to have the shooting ability of Steph Curry, make sure you go down below and hit that like button. And also while you're down there, make sure you do subscribe. And also while you're down there, leave a comment down below of another duo you would like to see next. And with that, let's hop right into the video. Alright, here we are in NBA 2K26 now, and we are in the 2009-2010 season, which of course if you didn't know is Stephen Curry's rookie year. And as you can see as well, we have Mr. Wilt Chamberlain joining him on the Golden State Warriors here. Both of these guys are in their rookie seasons, both of them are only 20 years old, so they have so much time to go here in the NBA, working together, hopefully trying to win as many championships as they can, and also hopefully they can win a lot of accolades in this video, because I'm sure Wilt Chamberlain will be able to compete for like DPOYs and also MVPs, and so will Steph Curry. But yeah, so this is the roster for season number 1 here. Of course, you know, again, like I said, we have a rookie Steph Curry, we have a rookie Wilt Chamberlain. Both of them are absolutely oozing with potential here, and honestly, I am so excited just because of the fact of how good Wilt Chamberlain is defensively and how good of a shooter Steph Curry is. This could potentially be the best duo of all time. And also, just like in all my other videos, injuries will be turned off, so Wilt Chamberlain and Steph Curry will live up to their full potential in this video. And also, just like in all my other videos, everything will be automated by the CPU. So if the team ever does sign anybody, that will be the CPU, or if there's ever like a mid-season trade, that was also the CPU. And one last thing before we get rolling here, let's check out the roster for season number 1 here. Of course, you got Mr. Steph Chef Curry here, my point guard. You also got Monte Ellis here, so hopefully he won't get traded in this universe. You also got Corey Maggette, Mike Dunleavy, who is currently the Warriors GM, funnily enough. And you also got Mr. Wilt Chamberlain here. And off the bench, you got like Steven Jackson, Morris Peterson, yada yada yada. You could see it for yourself here. And I guess with that, let's just hop right into season number 1 here. I'm super excited to see how good this duo will be, and I hope you guys are as well. So make sure while this first season is simulating, make sure you go down below and hit that like button. All the love and support has been much appreciated recently. From the time I'm making this video, we are almost at 500 subscribers, which is absolutely insane. That is not a number I would have ever thought it would have hit. So I just want to thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. It really means a lot to me, and I love simulating and making content for you guys. But yeah, enough of me yapping here. I'll see you guys at the end of season number 1. Alrighty, at the end of season number 1 here, we have LeBron! Oh my gosh, that was such a bad voice crack. Let's just ignore that ever happened. LeBron James is your MVP of season number 1 here. Hey, our boy Wilt Chamberlain does win Rookie of the Year. So he does beat out Steph Curry in this Rookie of the Year race. Let's see what Wilt averaged in this first season here, because I feel like I never see Wilt Chamberlain in any simulations ever, so it'll be very interesting to see what kind of numbers he puts up here. As in season number 1, looks like he averages 16 points a game, 9.5 rebounds, basically 10, 2.5 assists, 1 steal, 2.5 blocks a game, 53% from the field, 66% from the free throw line. Not bad from Mr. Wilt Chamberlain here. Okay, I see you, Wilt. Keep doing your thing. LeBron also wins DPOY this season. And Coach of the Year is Logan Schmidt of the Boston Celtics, who they of course have their super team over there. I don't expect any of the, oh my gosh, I was just about to say I don't expect anybody to make an All-NBA team. Wilt Chamberlain is on the All-NBA second team in season number 1 here. Okay, I'll let you cook then. But I don't see any Steph Curry, unfortunately, so Wilt Chamberlain, okay. You must have had a very, very good season to be on an All-NBA team in your first season, and even made All-Defensive second team. Okay, Wilt. And yeah, Steph Curry was second in the Rookie of the Year race. So let's go check out what Mr. Curry did this season. As this season, he averaged 18.5 points a game, 1.5 boards, 6 assists, 1.5 steals, 0.2 blocks a game. I mean, that's to be expected. 49, 44% from 3, 75% from the free throw line? Okay, Curry, these are actually pretty good shooting splits for a rookie, I can't lie. So yeah, Curry actually did have a very, very good season as well. Just no love for him on the All-NBA teams, of course. As wow, we were the 2nd seed. What? Bro, I was not expecting this. We finished off with a record of 54 and 28 in season number 1 here. I mean, I know we're like a pretty decent team, but I was not expecting us to be in like this kind of position. Like, look at our team state. We're literally a rebuilding team and we are the 2nd seed. What? Make that make sense. But all right, heading off in the playoffs here, we do face the Lakers in round 1, who they of course have Speedy Claxton. They got Kobe Bryant at their 2, my GOAT. They got Bonzi Wells at their 3, Pau Gasol at their 4, and Lorenz Wright at their 5. So Kobe and Pau, what do you got for us? Are you gonna take us down with your playoff experience? Game 1 does go to us. Game 2 does go to us. Game 3 does go to us. And game 4, we end up sweeping the first round in season number 1 here. What is going on? Wilt Chamberlain, Steph Curry. Yo, that is actually kind of insane. We got the Denver Nuggets in the 2nd round, who I believe, yeah, they got Chris Duhon. They got J.R. Smith at the 2. Melo's at the 3. They got Thad Young at their 4 and Jeff Foster at their 5. So of course, Melo's always that scoring threat in these simulations here. I always see him average like 35 points a game in the playoffs. So it'll be interesting to see what happens here. Game 1 does go to them. Yeah, exactly like I said. Melo had 35 that game. Game 2 does go to them. Game 3 does go to them. And will we be swept? No. Okay, we do take a game. And okay, yeah, that's kind of like what I expected. But you know what? To make the 2nd round in season number 1 here, we will definitely take that. As Wilt Chamberlain, oh my goodness, look at this final game here. In the playoffs, oh my goodness. Wilt Chamberlain, yeah, you definitely stepped up to the plate. Oh my goodness. You're playing like you've been here before. And Steph Curry, yeah, you kind of fell off. Oh god, 27% from 3? What in the world, Curry? But all right, not too much else to say here. Warriors do lose in the 2nd round to the Nuggets. The Miami Heat do win the chip, of course, with Dwayne Wade winning the Finals MVP. Haha, Braun doesn't even win it. That's funny. Jamal, no! Antoine, Warriors legend! Jeff Foster, just because you beat us doesn't mean you can retire. McCurt. Well, it is kind of unfortunate we did in fact lose in the first season there in round number 2. But you know what? Honestly, that's not a bad start. You know, Steph Curry and Wilt are literally rookies. They have so much potential, bro. They're gonna grow so much. Because I think, what was Wilt? He was like an 83, 84. He's probably gonna jump up to like an 89 or like almost a 90. And Steph Curry, I don't even know what he's gonna be up to. But all right, heading over to player progression. Just ignore this because I had to import Wilt, of course, as you know. So he just he jumps up like I think 5 overalls because I think when I imported him, he was like an 84 overall, so just imagine this as plus 5 and not plus 17. But Steph Curry, he does jump up 6, so he's now an 88 overall. Monte Ellis, I'm not gonna lie, I also had to import him because for some reason he wasn't here. But at the age of 24, he does jump up. I think he was also like an 84 or something like that, so he jumps up like 3 overalls. And then the rest of the team, I mean, they're not really that good, nor are they really relevant. Hey man, Wilt and Steph Curry are 89 and an 88 overall. Not bad for our star duo here. But all right, I guess with that, I'll see you guys at the end of season number 2 here. I think the goal for this season should be to try to make the conference finals because we did just make a 2nd round appearance. So if we can get out of that 2nd round and immediately go to the conference finals, get this out my face, bro. I say this every time. I'm tired of seeing this. But yeah, anyway, if we can get to the conference finals, I think we'll be looking really good. With that, I'll see you guys at the end of this season. Alrighty, at the end of season number 2 here, we have Mr. LeBron James winning the most valuable player yet again. Boogie Cousins is your rookie of the year. The classic Andre Karolinko DPOY. You can never forget this. And coach of the year does go to Jacob Underwood of the Chicago Bulls. And hey, Wilt Chamberlain yet again does make the All-NBA 2nd team. As wow, look at this jump in his scoring. Okay, this season Wilt averaged 21 points a game, 12.5 rebounds, 3.5 assists, 1 steal, and 2.5 blocks a game? What in the world, Wilt? Yo, okay, these are some video game numbers. As if I'm not playing a video game right now. What the heck, bro? And I still don't see Steph Curry anywhere, so that is quite unfortunate. Wilt Chamberlain also all-defensive 1st team. Whoa, what? What in the world happened this season? Where are we We finished as the 12th seed, 29-53 with this team? What? Bro, this game doesn't make any sense. What in the world happened to Curry? Why do you only average 17? All right, Curry, what in the world is this? Curry this season averaged 17 points a game, so he dropped back his scoring. 2 rebounds, 6.5 assists, basically 7. 1.5 steals, half a block a game. 50, 38, 77. Oh, God. Curry, what in the world, bro? How in the world does that happen? 29-53. After making the playoffs last year with like over 50 wins and winning the 2nd seed, we don't even make the playoffs this season. Oh my gosh. Whatever, bro. Denver ends up winning the chip. Melo wins the finals MVP. Good for you, bro. Chris Webber. Big Ben. Marbury. Jason Kidd. You're bald. Dude, I'm just so confused on what in the world just happened. How in the world do we not even make the playoffs? But whatever, man. I don't know what in the world happened that season. I guess let's just head right to player progression. Actually, you know what I just realized? We'll probably draft somebody good that we did have that good of a pick. So, all right, well, let's head right to player progression here. All right, heading over to player progression. Wow, Steph Curry jumps up 5 overalls. I mean, despite him having a down season, he jumps up 5 overalls to a 93. You got Wilt Chamberlain jumping up to a 93 as well. He jumps up 4. That's good to see. Monte's still going up. That's good to see. And who do we draft here? Oh my God. Wait. Oh my gosh, we did draft Clay. What? Bro, we drafted him with the 9th overall pick. How in the world did Clay fall that far? I swear to you, I have always seen Klay Thompson go so high in drafts. Like, I've seen him go 1. I've seen him go 2 sometimes. Bro, I have never seen him go at number 9. And I guess we finished just like that badly that we were able to draft Clay. Oh my gosh, Steph Curry, you get your Splash Brother in another universe again. Let's go. It actually does make me very happy to see the Splash Bros are back. I mean, of course he won't be starting because Monte Ellis has that spot currently. But at the end of the day, Steph Curry, you know, he's 22 years old. Wilt is 21. They're both 93 overalls. They got a lot of basketball to play. Let's not waste any more time. Hopefully this season is a lot better than what it was last season, because, bro, if we suck again, I don't know what to think anymore. But enough yapping. I'll see you guys at the end of season number 3 here. Oh my goodness. In season number 3 here, Wilt Chamberlain is your most valuable player. Oh my goodness, bro. How did he already win it, bro? This is his 3rd season. Wilt Chamberlain was the most valuable player, as this season he averaged 21 points a game, 13.5 rebounds, 4.5 assists, 1 steal, 2.5 blocks, 59% from the field. Oh my goodness, Wilt Chamberlain, what are you cooking up, bro? Here goes Kyrie. He wins Rookie of the Year on the Raptors, okay. DPOY still does go to Braun. Wilt Chamberlain will win this award one day. I'm calling it now. And Coach of the Year was Daniel Spencer. Oh God. No, I'm not even gonna say anything. In terms of all NBA teams, yeah, there's Wilt Chamberlain. He finishes on the 1st team. Oh my goodness, what a season from Wilt. You know, again, I never really like simulate like Wilt careers, so the fact that he's winning MVPs in his 3rd season is very promising. And hey, Steph Curry does make it on the All-NBA 2nd team. And okay, yeah, this is kind of the Curry I was expecting, because I don't know why in the world he dropped off last season, but this season he averaged basically almost 21 points a game, 2.5 boards, 7.5 assists, 1.5 steals, 50, 40, almost 90. Okay, Curry, keep cooking then, my GOAT. And of course, Will is on the all-defensive 1st team as well, so he was in contention for DPOY. All right, heading off to the playoffs. Yup, we were the number 2 seed. So we go from making the 2 seed to now making the playoffs to making it right back to the 2 seed. Make it make sense. We went 55-27 this season, as yeah, Steph Curry, you know, you still got the core here. I mean, we're not looking too bad, except Corey Maggette and Mike Dunleavy are probably gonna leave or getting too old. How did my boy Clay do this season? 10 points a game? Okay, you know, pretty solid for a rookie, not bad. But all right, heading off to the playoffs now. We got the Portland Trail Blazers in the 1st round here. They got Jeffrey Dixon at their 1. They got B. Roy at the 2. Evan Turner at the 3. LaMarcus at the 4. And Mr. Greg going at the 5. You already know this. We see this team all the time. And they got my GOAT, Brandon Roy. No! All right, let's go. Game 1 does go to us. Game 2 does go to them. Okay. Game 3 does go to us. Game 4. Okay, we're up 3-1. Put them away. We do. No blowing 3-1 leads around here. As, oh my goodness, Steph Curry. Yeah, you're turning up in the playoffs. 25 points a game. Wilt's averaging 22, almost 23. Okay. Everybody's kind of turning up. All right. In round number 2 here, we do have the Memphis Grizzlies, who they have Mike Conley, Tony Allen, Lewis Jeffries, Zach Randolph, and Marc Gasol. The grit and grind Grizzlies right here. You already know. And we beat them though. Game 1 does go to them. Game 2 does go to us. Come on, Wilt. Just body Marc Gasol. Come on. All right, then. Game 4, we do take. It's a 2-2 series now. And yeah, man, I mean, Wilt and Curry are kind of doing their thing. Just, I mean, hey, the Grizzlies are able to keep up. All right, big game 5 here. The Grizzlies do take. Come on, please take it, Warriors. We do. Okay. So we are going to a game 7. Oh, my goodness. I love game 7s. Please, give me a close game that we can jump into here, and I will be a happy, happy man. As, oh, my goodness, the Warriors are absolutely running away with that game. Oh my goodness, Steph Curry! Yeah, okay, he's showing up for the playoffs. And thank God, because we needed that at the right time. As in the conference finals here, we got to go up against this demon OKC team. Yup, oh my goodness. They got Russell Westbrook at their 1, Harden at the 2, KD at the 3, and they got Tim Thomas at the 4, and Hassan Whiteside at the 5. Oh man, I mean, they're not fully developed yet. Harden still has some to go, but man, dude, this is going to be a rough series. I can already tell. All right, come on, Wilt. You got to eat in the paint. Game 1 does go to them. Game 2 does go to them. Game 3 does go to them. And are we gonna get swept? Yeah. I mean, hey, there's not really much you could do there. Kevin Durant's Kevin Durant. Russell Westbrook, he wasn't even that good. But yeah, James Harden was cooking us. Oh man, we got kind of sad. Steph Curry, you tried your best. Wilt Chamberlain, I was kind of expecting a bit more from you. I mean, at the end of the day, there's not really much we could do there. The Warriors make it back to the playoffs, and we do make it to the conference finals, but we eventually do get swept by the OKC Thunder, who do go on to win the chip, and Kevin Durant is your finals MVP. My name is Shaquille O'Neal. Yo, you guys should go check out the Shaq and Chris Paul video. That video was fire. Wally, no! Big Z! Alright, so still not a whole lot of success going on with this team right now. You know, making it to the conference finals is a step up from where we were in that first season where we made the second round. Honestly, that's not too bad. We just kind of have to figure our stuff out. Figure out more so the role of Steph Curry and Wilt Chamberlain. And yeah, so let's see how the team is progressing here, as Steph Curry is now a 95 overall, and so is Wilt Chamberlain. Oh my goodness. Yeah, 95 overall. These two are looking so good heading into season number 4 here. Hey, look at Klay Thompson too. He jumps up 7 to an 84 overall. I mean, hey, he might be starting soon over Monte. But all right, I guess let's just head right to next season. And I mean, hey, if Wilt can win another MVP, that would be fire. If we can make a conference finals again and actually win, that would also be fire. Wow, Wilt Chamberlain wins back-to-back MVPs here. Oh my goodness, 20.5 points a game. So he does drop off there, but I mean, 12.5 rebounds, 4.5 assists, 1 steal, 2 blocks. Bro, he's filling out the whole stat sheet. And also, he shoots 59% from the field. I don't know why he attempted any threes. Bro, he attempted 43 threes. Why? Wilt, why are you attempting threes, bro? That doesn't make sense. He also did shoot 71% from the free throw line. All right, well, I guess you're just you're trying to expand your game. Whatever. Anthony Davis is on the Pacers. Man, he actually looks kind of fire in a Pacers jersey. LeBron still does win DPOY. And Coach of the Year is Michael Stoffer for the Magic. And of course, Wilt Chamberlain on the All-NBA first team here. Not shocked. You know, of course, he's the MVP, so it only makes sense. Steph Curry also does make the All-NBA second team as wow, okay. What an improvement from Curry here, as he averaged basically 22.5 points a game, 2 boards, 8 assists, 1.5 steals, 50, 40, 90. Oh my goodness. So he finally breaks that 50, 40, 90 barrier. Let's go, Curry. But yeah, I always see Curry average so many assists in these simulations. Like, I don't know why his assist number is always so high, but whatever, man. And of course, Will is on the all defensive first team. No Steph Curry, of course. And wow, we do finish off as the number 1 seed, as we went 62-20 on the season. I mean, it makes sense. This team is looking very, very good. Klay Thompson also does go up in his scoring. Monte Ellis is Monte Ellis. I mean, not bad from the squad here. But all right, we got the LA Clippers in the first round. They have Reggie Jackson at their 1, Gary Neal at the 2, Julian Wright at the 3. They still got Blake Griffin, and they got DeAndre Jordan. They got Lob City just without Chris Paul. But all right, game 1 does go to us. Game 2 does go to us. Game 3 does go to us. And do we easy sweep? Yes, we do. All right, we got a round 2 matchup against the Denver Nuggets. We are looking for some revenge here, as oh my goodness, they signed Amari Stoudemire in the offseason. So now they got Chris Duhon at their 1, JR at the 2, Melo at the 3, Amari at the 4, and Anthony Randolph at their 5. I mean, hey, Wilt Chamberlain's gonna eat him alive. Let me tell you that. And Steph Curry's just gonna shoot over everybody. But all right, game 1 does go to us. Game 2 does go to us. Game 3 does go to them. Game 4 does go to them. All right, it's a 2-2 series. Wilt Chamberlain, you are actually improving your scoring. That's amazing. Curry, you're basically averaging the same thing. And Clay's going up 2. Not too bad. Can we take this pivotal game 5? We do. Come on, get out of there in 6. No, of course we can't. Bro, why is Anthony Randolph cooking us? Especially since Wilt Chamberlain is your matchup, bro. How are you getting buckets over Wilt? All right, well, game 7, here we go. Hopefully, we can get a close game here because I'm trying to get some more gameplay of Wilt and Steph Curry. As yeah, that's not happening in this game. Wilt and Steph Curry do end up running away with this game. And we finally get a revenge against the Denver Nuggets, who did take us out during that first season in the second round, funnily enough. As, oh my gosh, Curry, what are you doing? But all right, we are heading to the conference finals where we got to play the LA Lakers. As, oh my goodness, yeah, they got Kobe, they got Powell, but they drafted Kawhi Leonard. What? They were that bad that they were able to draft Kawhi Leonard. So they got CJ Watson, Kobe, Kawhi, Powell, and Ian. What in the world is this team, bro? All right, well, can Kawhi stop us? Game 1 does go to them. Game 2 does go to us. Game 3 does go to them. Game 4, come on. Okay, we do take. So it is a 2-2 series. Man, this is actually a very good matchup. I can't lie to you. In game 5, though, we do take. Can we get out of there in 6? We do. What a series. Wilt Chamberlain is carrying. Curry, I don't know what you're doing, bro. Come on, you need to be better. But all right, as you all know, you know who's on this team. They got Mr. Boom, 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 LeBron James. They also got Troy Hudson at the 1, Deshaun Stevenson at the 2. So it looks like they lost Dwayne Wade. They got Braun. They got Chris Bosh, the dinosaur. And they also got Chris Kaman at their center. All right, Warriors, come on. This is the big test. This is for your first chip, Steph and Wilt. Come on, you could do this. Game 1 does go to us. Game 2 does go to them. Game 3 does go to them. Game 4 does go to us. Okay. It is a 2-2 series now. Steph and Clay, the Splash Bros right here, combined for 46. This is a big game 5. Can we take it? We do. All right, come on. I'm gonna hop into Simcast here just to see if Wilt and Steph Curry can get it done in this game 6. As oh my gosh, what a comeback from the Warriors. But oh man, they blew that fourth quarter. Wow, they had the lead and then they just absolutely blew it. So just like that, we are going to a game 7. Oh boy. Well, here we go. Can we get out of here in game 7? Please, man. All right. I know there's a lot of game left in this game, but listen, it is 95-96. You can't tell me this isn't a perfect opportunity to jump in here and see what Steph and Wilt are made of here. So let's jump in here. All right, so yet again, it is 96-95, and there's 4:44 left in this game. This is game 7 of the NBA Finals right here, and I only see Wilt out there, so please do not tell me that Steph Curry is fouled out. He is not, so hopefully he does check into the game soon here. As Bosh with the ball is going to get over to Braun. LeBron with the ball over to Chris Kaman. Chris Kaman gets it blocked by Wilt. He's going to put it up again, and that's good. Oh, man. He extends the Heat lead to 3, and Warriors will call an early timeout here. All right, let's see. Steph Curry does, in fact, check into this game now. So Wilt and Steph are both out there. That is awesome to see. As Swift with the ball. Come on. Yep, get it down to Wilt. Wilt Chamberlain with it. He's trying to post up Chris Kaman. Wilt, he does get it blocked. Oh, my goodness. Why is Chris Kaman locking up Wilt Chamberlain like it's nothing? All right, Swift will inbound yet again over to Curry for 3. Bang! That's my 3-point goal right there. Steph Curry. Chef Curry, my boy. As what the heck just happened? Wait, did they just get a 5-second violation? Hold on. Bro, did they seriously just get a 5-second violation? Hold on, let me see. All right, so they're inbounding 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They seriously just got a 5-second inbound delay? What in the world was that? I'm not controlling them at all. Monte Mini, bang! Okay, so after a turn of events, The Miami Heat are down by 2 after LeBron James, I guess, just shut his brain off. I have never seen that in a simulation, so that's kind of funny to see as James turnaround hook. That's good. He does tie this ball game up 100-100 with 3:30 left to go. Monte with the ball. He's going to get over to Corey Maggette, trying to find somebody else. As Corey Maggette maybe trying to drive by Braun. Corey Maggette puts it up. What are you doing? You gotta find Wilt or Steph. Corey Maggette said it's my time to shine, and that might mess the Warriors up in the end here. As LeBron trying to get all the way. The floater's good. What a move from LeBron James right there. Oh my goodness. This has been a pretty good game so far. Steph Curry will bring up the ball over to Swift. Probably trying to set up a play here. Yeah, get Wilt in the post. There you go. Wilt trying to put up where Chris came in. That's good. The fadeaway from Wilt. And Wilt Chamberlain is such a devious player, bro. He can just get to any spot he wants to and just throw it up and it's good. All right, ball will go over to Bosh now. Bosh over to Chris Kaman, over to Hudson. Hudson looking to maybe pass it over to Chris Bosh here. Chris Bosh in the post against... Oh my goodness, this is blocked by Swift. Whoa! I did not see that block coming. As Ella's with the ball. Come on, pass it back out. Corey Maggette with it now. Back out to Curry. Steph, Chef, Curry, step back. Close shot is good. He gives the Warriors a 2-point lead. 104-102. Do the Miami Heat have an answer after that Steph Curry clutch bucket? Hudson with the ball. Trying to spin move past Curry. As Hudson over to Chris Kaman. Almost turns it over. Stevenson with the ball now. Gonna get the screen from Bosh. Stevenson with the ball. Going by, and he does get fouled. Swift does, in fact, foul him. First free throw for Stevenson here is good. Big second free throw here for him. And it is also good. He does tie this game back up at 104-104. Can the Warriors try to close this out to win their first NBA championship of the video here? Steph trying to work on Troy Hudson. Curry, pull up midi, that's off. That was not the shot right there, Curry. You should have just tried to keep driving by him or pass it back out. Hudson, over to Bosh. Bosh, oh, it gets stripped by Swift. Over to Corey Maggette. Corey Maggette, come on, pass it down to Wilt. What are you doing? As Curry with it, he's gonna get the screen from Wilt. No, the three's off. Good board from Swift, and he puts it up, and it's good. What a rebound battle that was right there. As Swift did collect it and put it up 4-2. There has been so many clutch buckets down the stretch here as Warriors do lead 106-104. 50 seconds left in this game. Hudson over to Bosh, who turns it over last possession. Bosh makes up for it and ties the game back up. 106-106. All right, 43 seconds left in this game. The Warriors are gonna need a clutch bucket here in a big way. Corey Maggette over to Curry. Curry's definitely the man you want to get it to. Curry, floater, that's good. The layup is good for Curry, and he gives the Warriors a 2-point lead. How will the Heat respond here? Will they be able to hit a 3 to take the lead, or will they take the safe 2? Ball over to Bosh. Bosh posting up, trying to get past Swift. As Bosh does get stuck, puts it up, and he does get fouled. Oh no! Bosh will go to the line for 2. Very, very crucial free throws here. Bosh with the first. That is good. Chris Bosh with the second free throw. That's off! Oh my goodness! Chris Bosh misses a crucial free throw. Oh my goodness! How do you sell that free throw right there? All they gotta do is get it in, and they could potentially make this a 3-point game. Steph Curry, first free throw for him is good. Second free throw for Steph Curry is also good. And he makes this a 3-point game with 10 seconds left on the clock. All right, so yet again, will the Heat be able to hit this clutch bucket here with 10 seconds left to go? Bosh with the ball for 3, bang! Oh my goodness, the Warriors fell asleep on defense. And despite Chris Bosh missing the free throw, he makes up for it and ties the game. Oh my goodness, what a shot from Chris Bosh right there. All right, here we go. 110-110. Warriors with the ball, 5 seconds left. Curry with it. He's trying to drive by, and he does get fouled. Oh my goodness. Troy Hudson, what are you doing? He might have just thrown this game away. Curry with the first free throw. That's good. Curry with the second free throw. That is also good. The Heat don't have any timeouts. They would need to hit a full court shot, and that is off. Oh my goodness! The Golden State Warriors will win this game 112 to 110. So you know what that means. The Golden State Warriors are your NBA champions. And Steph Curry and Wilt Chamberlain will win their first ring of the video. Wow. What an insane game this was. Man, Troy Hudson absolutely sold that last possession. If he didn't foul Curry right there, he would have probably missed, and we probably would have been going to an overtime. But it doesn't matter though, as Corey Maggette for some reason is holding up the NBA trophy right there. And Wilt Chamberlain will win the Finals MVP for this first championship run for the Warriors here. Hopefully one of many. Wow. Wilt Chamberlain, what a season for him. He wins the MVP and the Finals MVP in this season. Wow, what a Game 7 this was. So in this Game 7, Curry dropped 41 and 12. Oh my goodness. Wilt dropped 15. 4 and 4. Okay, our star duo is proving that they can win an NBA championship. And the Golden State Warriors yet again do win the chip. Wilt Chamberlain, Finals MVP. Let's go, man. Wait, no, you're bald. Allen Iverson, no. Steve Nash. Brandon Haywood, we won you a chip. What a season that was right there. And what a Game 7 we just witnessed. See, like, you always gotta love those back and forth games because it's like, it comes down to the last second and it's like, who's actually gonna win this game? But thank goodness it was the Warriors. As heading over to player progression now, oh my goodness. Steph Curry jumps up 3 and he is now a 98 overall. Wilt Chamberlain is a 97. Klay Thompson goes up 5 and he's an 89 overall. Oh my goodness, man. How is this team still intact? I have no idea. Hey, we signed Richard Jefferson. But wow, man, this team is still holding up very, very strong here. You know what? Let's just jump right into the next season. I am so excited to see what happens. We are fresh off of a championship run. Will Steph Curry and Wilt Chamberlain go back to back, or will they not live up to their expectations? I guess we'll just have to find out. Okay, yeah, I'm kind of scared that Wilt's gonna win this award every single year. He wins another MVP, and look at this scoring jump. Oh my goodness. 24 points a game, 15 rebounds, 5 assists, 1.5 steals, 2.5 blocks a game, 58% from the field, what does that say, 20% from 3? Why, again, why is he even attempting threes, bro? He attempted 67 and made 14 of them. Oh god. But also 78% from the free throw line? Wow, okay, bro, Wilt's gonna be on every all-time list. Points, rebounds, possibly assists, steals, blocks, everything, bro. This is insane. Giannis is on the Sixers. LeBron, DPOI. I don't know how Wilt is not winning it, bro. And Coach of the Year was Peter O'Gallagher. Is that how you pronounce that? O'Gallagher? I don't know. But anyway, wow. The two are both of our superstars do in fact make it on the All-NBA first team. As we already saw Wilt's numbers, let's check out Curry. Oh my goodness. Steph Chef Curry, my boy, you were cooking this season. 28 points a game, 10.5 assists, 2 steals, half a block, 50, 40, 90 for our boy Curry here. What a season for Curry. He actually probably should have been in contention for MVP, bro. And of course, Wilt's on the all-defensive first team. No Steph Curry, of course. And wow, we actually do finish off as the 2nd seed. Okay, we're actually 1 game behind the OKC Thunder with our squad here. But all right, in the first round, we do have the Los Angeles Lakers, who they of course have still Kobe, Kawhi, Pau Gasol. They got CJ Watson and Gene McDaniels. So game 1 does go to us. Game 2 does go to them. Game 3 does go to them. Game 4. Okay, 2-2. Can we take this game 5? We do. Get out of there in 6. We do. Beautiful. Not gonna lie, I was getting a little nervous right there, but all right, we do make it to the 2nd round where we do have to play the Memphis Grizzlies. All right, we got a rematch against Mike Conley, Eric Gordon. They got Chandler Parsons. They still got Zach Randolph, and they still got Marc Gasol. So game 1 does go to us. Game 2 does go to us. Game 3 does go to them. Game 4 does go to us. And can we beat them? We do. We make it right back to the conference finals, where of course we got to play this demon OKC team. Oh my goodness. They even have Tristan Thompson. What the heck, bro? Wow, this team is actually very, very demon-like. But look at our squad. We're low-key, like, kind of on par with them. But all right, game 1 does go to them. Game 2 does go to us. Game 3 does go to them. Game 4, come on. Okay, it is a 2-2 series. Curry dropped 44 and 10 that game. Oh my goodness, man. All right, well, big game 5 here does go to OKC. Oh my goodness. Come on, man. Wilt, Curry, do your thing, please. All right, well, are we gonna go home here? No, we do not. We do end up taking another game. Oh my goodness. Well, you know what? Let's not waste any time. Game 7, baby. All right, well, it is still a pretty close game as there is 2:15 left to go in this fourth quarter with the Warriors being up 6. I'm gonna jump into this game. Why not, bro? I mean, hey, any gameplay is the best type of gameplay, and especially since it's a game 7, we have to jump in, especially since it's at least relatively close. All right, I don't see Steph out there, but I do see Wilt as Russell Westbrook with the ball trying to run over to Serge Ibaka. That layup is good. I just got to check really quick. Where is Curry? Curry is in fact fouled out of this game, and Wilt does have 5 fouls, so he does have to be careful. So Wilt will have to carry this team past this game 7 win. Baron Davis with the ball. He's going to get it down to Wilt, and he turns it over. Westbrook with the ball. It is 99-103. Westbrook 3. That's off. Oh my goodness. If Westbrook would have made that, that would have been a little concerning. Baron Davis with the ball. Come on. You got to get it down to Wilt. There you go. Wilt Chamberlain with the ball. He knows he has to take the shots. Fade away from Wilt. That's good. Nice fade away from Wilt. And it is now 105-99. Back to a 6-point game for the Warriors here. Westbrook wants to take the shot himself for 3. That's off. Ibaka. Oh my goodness. He saves it. Westbrook now with it. Oh my goodness. How did he save that ball? Westbrook now with the ball over to Serge Ibaka. Of course he's not going to take that 3. Over to Westbrook. Come on, get over to Durant. Westbrook, midi, that's off. Oh my goodness. Westbrook has single-handedly sold this game as Klay Thompson puts it up and it's blocked. What a block right there. Westbrook trying to run all the way over to Durant, midi. That's good. 4-point game just like that with 34 seconds. And the Thunder are in fact going to have to foul. OKC does have to foul one more time here. Just want to make sure they get it in. And they do. Baron Davis first free throw. That is good. Oh my goodness. I thought it bounced out. Baron with the second free throw. That is good. So he does make this a 6-point game yet again. The Thunder would need a very, very quick bucket, especially a 3. All right, here we go now. Big possession for the Thunder here. Are they going to be able to hit a quick bucket? Ball goes into Durant. Durant will get fouled. Okay. I think that's kind of best case scenario because you stop the clock, you know, you get some easy free throws in. As Durant, first one is good. Second free throw for Durant, that is also good. All right, back to a 4-point game. But the Thunder are still going to have to foul here. So all they got to do is just get the ball in, which they do to Baron Davis. All right, first one for Baron is good. Second free throw for Baron Davis. He's hit some clutch free throws, and that is also good. Thunder don't have any more timeouts. Westbrook with the ball running up the floor. Come on, you got to get a quick bucket. Westbrook midi. That's off. And that will probably do it for this game. Wilt Chamberlain will get fouled and go to the line. First one for Wilt is off. Oh my goodness. All right, come on, Wilt. You got to hit this one. Second one for Wilt. That is off. You got to be kidding me. And OKC did have a timeout. What the heck, bro? All right, well, I'll give OKC one last shot here because there is still 20 seconds left to go in this game. If they can hit a quick triple, they can make some things happen here as Westbrook with the ball. Westbrook trying to go all the way. He does. Okay, back to a 4-point game, but I mean, I was going to say you kind of have to hope for a steal here, and they don't get it. Klay Thompson will go to the line for 2. The first one's good. The second one for Klay is also good. And I mean, hey, I'll give OKC one last shot, but that's about that for this game. The Warriors will head to the NBA Finals yet again as Ibaka over to Westbrook for 3. That's good. But I don't think there's enough time. You know, I think I'm comfortable simming here. I don't think anything crazy will happen. Yep. The Warriors are going to win this game 113-108. Wilt Chamberlain, what a way to carry your team defensively and even getting that turnaround bucket. Curry, you fouled out of this game. You didn't really do much. But hey, man, who cares? We're going back to the NBA Finals where we got to play the Chicago Bulls. Oh, boy. You already know who they got. They got Mr. Derrick Rose Wesley Matthews, Luau Deng, Carlos Boozer, and Joakim Noah. Oh man, they're always so good in these sims. The Warriors have Wilt Chamberlain on their side, so can that be the difference maker? Game 1 does go to us. Game 2 does go to us. Game 3 does go to us. And okay, Bulls do take 1. Bulls do take 2. Oh my god, don't do this. Don't do this. Okay. I had a mini heart attack. The Warriors do end up winning the championship though. Wilt Chamberlain is yet again your finals MVP. 19 points a game. 13.5 rebounds. The Warriors are your back-to-back NBA champions. What a season yet again from the boys here. Golden State Warriors, 2-time NBA champions. Brad Miller. Manu, now you're bald. Mike Dunleavy. Yet again, we do win the NBA championship, which, I mean, hey, that's a pretty big feat. We are back-to-back NBA champions, man. It feels really good, I can't lie to you. But all right, heading over to player progression now. Steph Curry is a 99 overall, while Wilt Chamberlain is a 98. Oh my goodness. But yeah, Steph Curry and Wilt Chamberlain at the top of their games right now. I mean, Wilt Chamberlain just needs 1 more overall, and then he's a 99. And yeah, man, Klay Thompson does go up 3. He's a 92. Monte hasn't changed. That's good. Yeah, man, wow. This team is still very much so intact. So I guess with that, let's just head right to next season and see if they can win back-to-back NBA championships, which, I mean, hey, there's a very big possibility with how good this team is. Another season, another Wilt Chamberlain, most valuable player. Yeah, Wilt is absolutely killing the game in this simulation. He averaged 23.5 points, 15.5 rebounds, 4.5 assists, 1.5 steals, and 3 blocks a game. Bro, if he does not win DPOY, I am gonna be shocked. He also shot 59% from the field, 21% from 3, and 72% from the free throw line. Wilt, what are these numbers you're putting up, bro? Nikola Jokic is also on the Sixers. Wait, wasn't Giannis also on this team? DPOI! Wilt Chamberlain finally wins one. There you go, Wilt. Let's go. Finally a DPOI for our boy. It's been much deserved for a while. And Coach of the Year does go to Peter Gallagher yet again. And there is Wilt Chamberlain on the All-NBA first team, of course, but where is Curry? There he is. He finishes out on the All-NBA second team as, oh god, what in the world happened, Curry? Yeah, his scoring definitely did go down. 23.5 points a game, 2 boards, 9.5 assists, 1.5 steals, 54% from the field, 46% from 3. Wow, he misses out on 50, 40, 90. Curry, what the heck? And of course, all defensive first team for Wilt. And no Steph Curry. So the Warriors do finish off as the second seed yet again. For some reason, we love that second seed. But in the first round here, we do have the Portland Trail Blazers, who they still do have B. Roy, LaMarcus, and Greg Oden, who's actually up to an 87. Good for Greg Oden. They also got Evan Turner and also Austin Rivers. So not a bad squad whatsoever, but I mean, I don't know who's stopping Wilt and who's stopping Curry. Game 1 does go to us. Game 2 does go to us. Game 3 does go to us, and we do end up sweeping them. Heading to the second round now, we do have the Grizzlies, who they look exactly the same. They still got Mike Conley, Eric Gordon, Chandler Parsons, Zach, and Marc Gasol, so nothing changes there. Game 1 does go to us. Game 2 does go to us. Game 3 does go to them. Game 4 does go to us and easily make it back to the conference finals. Oh my goodness. Whoa! The Lakers beat out this OKC team. Oh my goodness. Kobe and Kawhi. Wow. Okay. So we don't have to deal with that team. Thank goodness. And instead, we got to deal with the Lakers, who they have Sean Livingston, Kobe Bryant, they got Kawhi, Pau Gasol still, and now they have Eddie Curry at their 5. So, listen, Eddie Curry's not holding Wilt Chamberlain. I don't know what you want me to tell you. Game 1 does go to us. Game 2 does go to us. Game 3 does go to us. And okay, come on, gentlemen sweep. No, do not do this. Okay. Yet again, I got kind of nervous because I thought we were finna blow that. Wilt Chamberlain's basically averaging what he did in the regular season. And Curry, what the heck, bro? But all right, we are in the finals yet again. Thank goodness we didn't have to go against OKC. But we have the Brooklyn Nets, who, yeah, I forgot about this team. They got Boogie Cousins. They got Bismack Biyombo, Jimmy Buckets, Tony Snell, and Devin Harris. I feel like if Jimmy Butler and DeMarcus Cousins were on the same team, like they're both like such fierce competitors, but at the same time, like they're both just like so aggressive. So I feel like they would just be at each other's necks the whole entire time. But all right, this is our finals matchup here. This is for ring number 3 on the video. Game 1 does go to us. Game 2 does go to them. Game 3 does go to us. Game 4 does go to them. Big game 5 here. We do take. Put them away in 6. We do. Oh my goodness. Wilt Chamberlain, your finals MVP yet again. 3 times in a row for our boy Wilt here. Klay Thompson actually led us in scoring that last game. But man, dude. Wilt Chamberlain and Steph Curry have 3 NBA championships, with Curry being 26 and Wilt being 25. We have like another 12 years of this left. This is absolutely insane. What the heck, bro? The big ticket. No. Poopy Paul, no. VC. Caron Butler. Mike Miller, shooting legend. Dude, we are 3-time NBA champions already in this video. What in the world is actually happening, bro? Wilt Chamberlain and Steph Curry. You guys are absolutely insane. I don't know why I didn't do this sim sooner. But all right, heading over to player progression, and yeah, Wilt Chamberlain finally reaches that 99 overall status, joining Steph Curry here. Oh my goodness. We have 2 99 overalls already. This is actually insane. Plus Klay Thompson's a 93. Monte does start to go down, which, I mean, eventually he would have. But man, dude, we even have Ellen Brand on this team. Wow, man. This team is actually so insane. All right, man. Let's just go win another chip, shall we? Alrighty, Wilt Chamberlain. Another MVP for him, of course. Scoring did in fact drop, 21.5 points a game, but he did average 16 boards, 4.5 assists, 1 steal, 2.5 blocks, bro. I'm telling you, Wilt Chamberlain will be on every single one of the all-time list when we're done with this. Porzingis is on the Pistons, okay. LeBron James, back to winning DPOI. Man, that's so lame. And Coach of the Year was Walt McLeod, our head coach, 71-11 record. Oh my goodness, we absolutely dominated this season. As Steph Curry back on the All-NBA first team. There you go, Steph. This season, he averaged 25 points a game, 10.5 assists, 2 boards, basically 2 steals. Oh, man. He definitely took a hit in his efficiency. 49.9% from the field. 38% from 3, 87% from the free throw line. Not bad for Curry, but I thought he was going to do a little bit better than that. All defensive team, of course, Wilt is there, no Curry, and we are the 1 seed, of course. Heading off to the playoffs, we got the Clippers in the first round. They have Drew Holiday, Bo Woods, Zach Marshall. They also got Blake Griffin and DeAndre Jordan. So game 1 does go to us. Game 2 does go to us. Game 3 does go to us. And to close them out, we do. Easy sweep there in the first round. And in the second round, we do have OKC. Oh, man. We avoided them last season, but now we got to play them. Why do they have Josh Smith, bro? This doesn't make any sense. All right, but game 1 does go to us. Game 2 does go to them. Game 3 does go to us. Game 4, we're up 3-1. Put them away. No. Come on, put them away. No. Oh, my goodness, man. Well, this happens every single sim where we're up 3-1 at some point. Oh, my goodness. Did you see that? Steph Curry's averaging 27.5. I don't know what's happening. But anyway, though, all right. Game 7. Here we come, baby. Oh, my goodness. Yeah. It is looking very, very good for us. We absolutely dominate them. What did we win by? Like 40 right there? Well, whatever it was. We absolutely dominated them right there as Klay Thompson dropped 32, Curry 28, Wilt Chamberlain 24 and 28 rebounds. Oh my goodness, Wilt. Chill out. But all right, we're going right back to the conference finals where we have the Los Angeles Lakers yet again. Kobe Bryant, Kawhi, Powell, Eddie Curry, and Sean Livingston. And nothing has changed from the previous years. Let's go. Game 1 does go to us. Game 2 does go to us. Game 3 does go to us. And we're making it right back to the finals, baby. Let's go. As, oh my goodness, the Raptors beat out the Miami Heat. And in the finals here, we got to play the Raptors, who they have Kyrie Irving. Oh God, I forgot that he was there. They also have DeMar DeRozan. This guy, Jared Outlaws, in 89. They got Andrea Bargnani as well. And Roy Hibbert. Okay, so this team actually is very, very decent. I'm not gonna lie to you. Game 1 does go to us. Game 2 does go to us. Game 3 does go to them. Game 4 does go to them. So they tie the series 2-2. Wilt and Steph Curry tried their absolute best, but it was not enough. So this is a big game 5 right here. And the Raptors do take Oh my goodness. Wow, despite a 41-28 fourth quarter right there, the Warriors find themselves in a deficit here as Kyrie dropped 53. Oh my goodness. You know, I did just drop the Kyrie Irving video, and you guys should definitely go check that out. That video was fire. But man, are we really gonna lose here? Okay, no. We do end up taking another game, and we force the game 7. But bro, what is going on, bro? Like, I feel like that we're way better than this Toronto Raptors team, so let's just hop right into Simcast and see what happens here, bro. And okay, thank goodness we had a very, very dominant fourth quarter there. As, oh man, look at that win. 133-101. Your Golden State Warriors yet again win game 7. I'm not gonna lie, I wish it was a little bit of a closer game, but you know what? Having a championship right there is better than losing in the finals. So, Wilt Chamberlain, yet again, your finals MVP. 23 points a game, 15 boards, 5 assists in the finals right there. The Warriors, what is this now? 4 NBA championships for them? Bro, they combined for 65 in that game 7. Heck yeah, bro. Another chip for the Golden State Warriors. Timmy D, no, you got one more. Tony Allen, you're very good defensively. Sean Marion, no, you have an ugly jump shot. Elton Brand, we just won you a ring. So, what is that 3 or is that 4 championships that we've won now? I can't even keep count, bro. I feel like I have like dementia because I forget very easily. But whatever, man. Heading over to player progression, yeah. Wilt Chamberlain and Steph Curry are at the very peaks of their game right now. I mean, despite them losing some stuff for some reason. But hey, man, both of them are still 99. Clay's still going up. He's now a 94 overall. Oh my goodness, man. This team, like, I feel like we've been intact for so long and we just keep re-signing our guys. So it's like, it's just an easy win every season. All right, man. At this point, you already know what time it is. Let's just go win another championship. Wilt Chamberlain, he has like 50 at this point. Wilt Chamberlain does win most valuable player. 23 points a game, 16 boards, 5 assists, 1.5 steals, 2.5 blocks a game, 57% from the field. Still don't know why he actually is attempting threes, but you know what? Good for you, bro. Ben Simmons is the Rookie of the Year on the Trailblazers. If you guys want to see a Ben Simmons video, I was planning on doing one soon, so if y'all would like to see that, leave a comment down below saying Ben Simmons. DPOI does go to LeBron James. I don't know how he's beating out Wilt, and yet again, we went Coach of the Year. Let's go, Walt. And in terms of all NBA teams, yeah, man, Steph Curry does yet again make the first team, as well as Wilt. Let's see what Steph Curry did this season. Oh my goodness, yeah, his scoring definitely did improve. 26.5 points a game, 10 assists, 2 boards, 2 steals, and he's back to 50, 40, 90 as well. What a season from Steph Curry, man. Good for you, bro. And of course, Wilt Chamberlain, all defensive first team. No Steph Curry. And yeah, man, we are the 1 seed yet again, where we gotta play the LA Clippers for 2 seasons in a row now. And their team is literally the exact same. No need to go over them. Game 1 does go to us. Game 2 does go to them. Okay. Game 3 does go to us. Game 4 does go to us. And put them away. No, we don't. And put them away. We don't. Oh my gosh, bro. Come on. It's always with this like, oh yeah, we have such a big lead. We'll be chilling. And then we blow a lead. Oh my goodness. Well, let's go right into Simcast here. Please do not blow this lead, Warriors. I swear. Oh my goodness, bro. Why is this actually kind of back and forth right now? Oh my goodness. You know what? I'll jump in. We need some more gameplay in this video anyway. Let's go. Well, we are currently at risk of losing our championship streak here, as there is 4 minutes left to go in this game, and the Warriors are currently down by 1. I don't even see Steph Curry out there. He better not be fouled out. Oh my goodness, he's fouled out. Bro, you can't make this up. Every time we check into a game, Steph Curry is not there. I swear. Blake Griffin over to Marshall. Marshall gonna get it back over to Blake Griffin, who's trying his best to go to the paint as Blake Griffin does get fouled. And Corey Maggette will also foul out of this game. Oh my goodness, bro. That is the last thing the Warriors needed right there. As Blake Griffin, the first free throw, that is good. Second free throw from Blake Griffin. That is also good. He extends the lead to 4. All right, well, this is a very depleted Warriors team right now. I mean, you still got Wilt, you still got Monte Ellis, and you still got Klay Thompson out there. But, hey, man, this is not looking too good. As Monte over to Wilt. Wilt with the ball being worked on by DeAndre Jordan. Wilt, the shot is off. Oh, my goodness. Wilt, that was not a good shot from you right there. Drew Holiday with the ball. Passing up a little bit. Passes it over to Blake Griffin now. Blake Griffin maybe trying to get to a spot. Fade away from Blake Griffin. That's off. If that would have went in, bro, I would have just quit, to be honest with you. McCormick with the ball. He's going to get the screen from Wilt. Come on, pass it down to Wilt. There you go. Come on. Wilt Chamberlain, do your thing on DeAndre Jordan. Come on. Wilt Chamberlain puts it up, and that's good. See, that's what I was expecting from Wilt on that last possession. He's got 17 on the night. Here we go now. Jrue Holiday with the ball. There's 2:30 left in this game, by the way. 2-point game. Do the Warriors have more stops in them as Blake Griffin over to DeAndre Jordan? Good defense right there from Wilt Chamberlain. Klay Thompson for 3. Bang! What a shot from Klay Thompson. Monte Ellis, what a pass over to Klay, who hits the clutch triple. Oh my goodness, man. I can't believe Klay Thompson just hit that big of a shot right there. Actually, I can't believe that he was wide open. Anyways, though, Blake Griffin with the ball. Trying to work, I think, on that. It's Elton Brand. Blake Griffin. Pass over to Jrue Holiday 3. That's off. Good defense from the Warriors. 101 to 100. 140 left in this game. Ball will go over to Wilt, who lays it up and in over Blake Griffin. Nice job right there from Wilt Chamberlain. And the Warriors do take a 3-point lead. All right, Clippers, you are going to need an answer here. You can't just let the Warriors walk all over you. Or, I mean, I guess in this sense, we are rooting for the Warriors. So, Blake Griffin with the fadeaway. That's off. Ball will go over to Klay Thompson now. Klay Thompson. Pass over to Wilt. Over to McCormick. Wilt with the lob! Oh my goodness! What a lob right there! Wilt Chamberlain slams it down. He's got 21 on the night now, after just having 17 a second ago. Ball will go over to Blake Griffin. They love this post up from Blake Griffin. Step back from him. That's good. What a shot from Blake Griffin. He's got 30 on the night. Oh my goodness. Clippers, they respond as Wilt. What a slam from him. From the pass from McCormick. And Golden State's doing an amazing job getting it down to Wilt Chamberlain down the stretch here. And Clippers will call a timeout to try and answer back here. Alrighty, what do the Clippers have in store for us? Do they have an answer? Or will they not even get a shot off here? Because that's also a big possibility. As Blake Griffin trying to drive by over to DeAndre Jordan, who's being guarded by Wilt. And oh my goodness, DeAndre Jordan! What a terrible turnover as he steps out of bounds. Wilt Chamberlain stood his ground. As oh my goodness, all they gotta really do is just get the ball in here. As they will over to Ellis. All right, they just got to pass it in one more time. And ball will go into Ellis. And Clippers actually will decide not to foul, but instead will double team. Pass over to McCormick. Oh my goodness, he should have shot that. Ellis now with it. Oh my goodness. Pass over to McCormick again. Bro, just take the dang shot. What are you doing? Wilt decides to take it himself and he gets it to fall. And I think that will do it. I think I'm comfortable simming out of here. As oh my goodness, that was a little scary. But the Warriors do end up winning this Game 7 in the first round. Klay Thompson at 35, Wilt Chamberlain at 25. And man, they were able to withstand a Blake Griffin masterclass. And we'll move on to the second round here. And in the second round, we do have the OKC Thunder. And now they got Timothy Mozgov at their 5. Oh God. All right, well, Game 1 does go to us. Game 2 does go to them. Game 3 does go to us. Game 4 does go to them. Okay, 2-2 series. In Game 5 here, we do take. Can we get out of there in 6? No, of course we can't. Oh my goodness, man. We're going to back-to-back Game 7s in the playoffs here. I think that said Curry was averaging almost 30 points a game. All right, man, let's go. Come on, close out the OKC Thunder here and make it back to another conference finals. And it is looking beautiful for your Golden State Warriors as we dominate. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Curry had 35 and 11 on the night. Oh my goodness. Yeah, 30 points a game from Steph Chef Curry, man. And now we got the Minnesota Timberwolves in the conference finals here as they have DJ Augustine, who is an 89 overall. They got OJ Mayo, Aaron Gordon, K-Love, and Nerlens Noel. Oh my goodness. Well, if you do not dominate Nerlens Noel, I don't know what to think of you. Game 1 does go to us. Game 2 does go to us. Game 3 does go to us. Wow, that has to be the easiest conference finals we've had yet. And we got the Cleveland Cavaliers in the finals. Okay. I know they don't have LeBron, so who do they have? Bro, what is this team? They got Reggie Jackson, CJ McCollum, DeMarre Carroll. How do you pronounce that power forward's name? Mindagas Kuzminkas? Is that how you pronounce that? And they also got Trevor White the third at the 5. Alrighty. They look vastly different than what they did in real life by this point. But alrighty. Game 1 does go to them. Wow. Game 2 does go to us. Game 3 does go to us. Game 4, okay, it is a 2-2 series by this point. Man, CJ McCollum is absolutely cooking us in this finals right now. As Curry, my boy, you're doing amazing. Wilt, you gotta step up. All right, big game 5 here. Can the Warriors take it? They do. And that's for another championship. We win. Oh my goodness. Stephen Curry this time is your finals MVP. Look at my boy go. 29.5 points a game with 12 assists. Oh my goodness. What a series. What another win for the Warriors here. I've lost track of how many championships this is in a row for this team. But all right, Warriors do in fact win another championship. Jermaine O'Neal, no. Amari, no. Tracy, you got so much more basketball to play. Jamal Crawford, 6-man legend. Well, yet again, we do in fact win the NBA championship. Bro, this team is just so overpowered. Dude, this is actually so insane. But all right, heading over to player progression now. Wilt Chamberlain and Steph Curry are still getting better in some stats, which is actually kind of crazy, as they are both still a 99 overall at the ages of 27 and 28. They got so much more basketball to play, and they've won so many championships by this point. I don't even know how many they've won, but bro, by the time we go check their accolades at the end of this video, it's going to be insane how many they've won. Klay Thompson does stay the same, but gets worse in some stats. But unfortunately, you do have Monte Ellis and Corey Maggette going down in overall. So we're starting to lose them, unfortunately. But hey, our core 3 here is completely intact. Nothing has absolutely changed. I guess let's just hope it's the same result as last season, and the season before that, and the season before that, and the season before that. You get the point. Let's go win another chip. Wilt Chamberlain, yet again, another most valuable player. Why is he wearing a headband? All right, well, that's kind of weird. Wow, okay, Wilt Chamberlain. What a season from him. This is his highest scoring season yet, with 27 points a game, 17.5 rebounds, 5.5 assists, 1.5 steals, 2.5 blocks, 59% from the field, 20% from 3, 76% from the free throw line. Oh my goodness, Wilt. Yo, this has got to be one of the best stat lines of all time. Are you kidding me? Luke Kennard on the Clippers is your rookie of the year over the likes of Jason Tatum, Kyle Kuzma, Donovan Mitchell, by the way. DPOY does go back to Wilt, so he finally wins one over LeBron after a couple seasons here. And coach of the year was yet again Walt McLeod, 62-20 record for our squad here. Steph Curry, of course, does not make the All-NBA first team, which actually, where in the world is he? Okay, he does make the second. Looks like Steph Curry this season. Oh God, what the heck happened to you, Steph? 21 points a game, 2 boards, 8.5 assists, 1.5 steals. Man, 50, 40, 90 still, but Steph, yo, what the heck happened to you, my boy? And of course, all defensive team, Wilt Chamberlain is there. We do finish off as the first seed yet again. You already saw our record. Don't need to go over that, but we do got the Rockets in the first round. Who they got? D'Lo at the 1, KCP at the 2. They got this guy KJ McDaniels at the 3, Tristan Thompson at the 4, and Yao Ming at the 5. He's very old by this point. But all right, let's go. Game 1 does go to us. Game 2 does go to us. Game 3 does go to us. And to sweep them, no. Maybe gentlemen sweep them here. We do. Beautiful. And now we got the Lakers in the second round yet again. They still have Kobe, Kawhi, and Powell, their core. They now got Jordan Atkins at their 1 and Lewis Andrews at their 5. Trust me, Lewis is not going to be able to handle Wilt. Game 1 does go to them. Wow. Game 2 does go to them. Whoa. We fall down to a 2-0 deficit here. Wow. Bro, what is going on with Steph Curry, bro? All right, game 3, they do take. Wow, we're actually about to lose in the semifinals here. What in the world, bro? Don't get swept at least. Okay. We do take a game. We do take another game. Come on, 4-7. Oh my God. Wow. So for the first time, and I can't even tell you how long, the Golden State Warriors do not make it past the second round. As Steph Curry, he left it all out on the floor right there. But wow, man, we end up losing in game 6 in the second round. Kawhi, Kobe, and Powell were just all cooking us, I guess. Man, what in the world, bro? Well, I have no words to say. I mean, let's just simulate the finals here, where at least we did lose to the eventual champion Lakers. Kawhi won himself a ring. Good for you, bro. And Kobe goes out on a ring. Yeah, no, you got one more in you, bro. Halbert Parker Tyus. What kind of a name is that? Boozer. Dirk, no! Well, I got nothing else to say besides that I'm a little disappointed. You know, we win all those championships after so many years, and then we just lose in the second round. I don't know what was going on with Curry that season. Last season, he was averaging 26, and then he was averaging like 30 in the playoffs. This season, he averaged like, what, 21 points a game? What in the world, Curry? Whatever, bro. This game doesn't make any sense. Player progression is not our friend right now. Oh my goodness. I mean, Wilt and Steph do stay the same, but they're losing some stats. Klay Thompson does stay the same. Monte goes down 1. Corey McGetty goes down 2. Kwame Brown down 2. Man, there's just so much regression, except this William Patterson guy. But all right, Will. All right, Steph. You guys went out in the second round last season. You guys got to try to build off of that anger of losing. Use it as motivation and try to make it to another finals. Come on. Last season was a fluke, and I want you guys to prove it again this season. Bro, how many MVPs is this now in a row? Wilt Chamberlain, yet again, your most valuable player. 23 points a game, 15.5 boards, 5 assists, 1.5 steals, 2.5 blocks a game, 56% from the field. Yeah, Will, you are just absolutely the most dominant center ever. Luka Doncic is in Brooklyn. LeBron does steal a DPOY back. Whatever, bro. And yet again, we are the coach of the year. 68 and 14 record for our squad. And look at that. Steph Curry is back on the All-NBA first team. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this is so confusing. He goes from averaging like 28 points a game down to 21. Now he's back up to 28. This game is not right in the head. 28.5 points a game, 2.5 boards, basically 10 assists, 2 steals, 50, 40, 90 for our boy Steph Curry here. What a season from the guy. And also Wilt Chamberlain, All-NBA first team. Makes sense. And of course, all-defensive team Wilt Chamberlain is here. No Steph Curry. We are the 1 seed. Nobody shocked by that. And also we got the Clippers in the first round, who they now have Darren Collison at their 1, Julio Webster at their 2. They still got Zach Marshall. Derek Favors is now at their 4, so they no longer have Blake Griffin. And DeAndre Jordan is at the 5. So game 1 does go to us. Game 2 does go to us. Game 3, okay, yeah, let's just put them away easily here. Easy sweep. And in the second round, we got the Utah Jazz, who they have, what is this team, bro? What is this team, bruh? They have Little Isaiah at the 1, Damian Lillard at the 2, Jason Tatum at the 3, B.I. at their 4, and Dante James at the 5. Bro, a couple more seasons from now, Jason Tatum and B.I. are going to be close to 90 overalls. Could you imagine the squad at that time? Oh my goodness, bro. This is going to be insane. Alrighty, though. Game 1 does go to us. Game 2 does go to us. Game 3 does go to us. And okay, we have nothing to be scared of for now until a couple seasons from now. But all right, we got the Lakers in the conference finals. We need a revenge against this team. They still got the same exact team. There is no need to introduce them. Kawhi, Kobe, and Powell, what do you got for us? Game 1 does go to us. Game 2 does go to us. Game 3 does go to us. I thought we were going to sweep, but we don't. And we do gentleman sweep. Wow, man, what is happening in this playoffs? Steph Curry's turning up, kind of. Klay Thompson, not bad. Wilt, oh my goodness, Wilt Chamberlain, jeez, calm down. We make it right back to the finals where we gotta play the Detroit Pistons. Oh man, this team is also looking pretty nice. They got De'Aaron at the 1, Paul George at the 2, Zach Solomon at the 3, Sylvester Person at the 4, and they got KP at the 5. So, Wilt Chamberlain, you might struggle a little bit against KP because he can stretch the floor, and if you're not in the paint, you're kind of cooked. But all right, game 1 does go to us. Game 2 does go to us. Game 3 does go to them. Game 4. Wow, okay, so it is a 2-2 series. So after being up 2-0, the Pistons come back and make this a 2-2 series. Pivotal game 5, we do take. Can we close them out here? Oh my god, of course we can't, bro. Paul George just dropped 41 on our heads. All right, man. Well, game 7. Let's go. You already know the deal. It's okay. Dude, you can't... I feel like my luck with Game 7 jump-in games is so good. Alright, man. It is a tie ball game with 3:29 left to go in this Game 7. Let's go, man. I am excited to see what happens here. It is Game 7 of the NBA Finals. Tie ball game with 3:29 left. Can the Warriors find a way to come back and win another NBA championship? De'Aaron Fox with the ball. And I don't see Steph Curry out there. Please, do not tell me. Do not tell me. Bro, it's every game. Steph Curry is fouled out. I am so sick of this. Why is Curry always fouled out, man? All right, Wilt. You got to do this by yourself yet again. As KP, it's blocked by Wilt Chamberlain. Nice block from him. Oh my goodness, yeah. That is why Wilt Chamberlain is the most dominant center in the league. As Morris with the ball. Pass down to Wilt Chamberlain. He's going to try to put it up over KP. And KP gets his get back. He blocks Wilt in the post right there. 2 back-to-back blocks. As wow, okay. They did not need to show that replay twice. All right, ball will go into McCormick here. McCormick gets it right over to Wilt. Over to Monte Ellis. Ellis has 2 seconds to work with. He's got to put it up. Midi. And that's off. 2:40 left to go in this game 7. Ball will go over to KP. Over to Paul George. He's going to try triple. Bang. Oh my goodness, Pistons do take a 3-point lead. See, this is where Steph Curry would come in handy. He could come off some screens and try to hit a clutch bucket. As Ellis, he's gonna pull the midi. Fadeaway, that's good. All right, 1-point game, just like that. Man, this team also has Zach LaVine. What the heck, bro? Zach LaVine over to Kristaps Porzingis. KP being guarded by Wilt. He's going to try to drive by. Does get stopped. KP puts it up, and that's good. Over Wilt Chamberlain is kind of crazy. I don't know why in the world Wilt would not jump right there, but he decides not to. McCormick over to Wilt Chamberlain. Wilt Chamberlain does get the layup to fall. All right, back to a 1-point game. It is back and forth buckets right now. Exactly what we like to see. Paul George with the ball. He's going to get the screen. Paul George, midi. That's off. Big miss right there from the Pistons. Do the Warriors have what it takes to try to take this lead? McCormick with the ball. He's going to get the screen from Wilt. Wilt. The ball will go down to him as Wilt does do the hop step and gets it to fall over Kristaps, and the Warriors will take the lead 110 to 109. Paul George with the ball. He's trying to size up Monte Ellis here, and he does get the screen. Paul George with the ball. Pass over to KP. KP will get the screen as Wilt is absolutely locking him up. Person, Paul George, triple, bang! As the shot clock was expiring. Paul George has 36 on the night, and Warriors will have to call a timeout here to try to discuss their strategy down the stretch here. Obviously, a big bucket from Paul George right there down the stretch, but can the Warriors find an answer here? Ball will go into Monte, over to McCormick for 3. Wilt Chamberlain grabs it and dunks it home. Tie ball game, 49 seconds left. What a nice putback right there from Wilt Chamberlain. Exactly what the doctor ordered right there. Alrighty, Paul George trying to ISO on Monte Ellis. Paul George with it. He's gonna try to size up. Paul George breaks his ankles. Oh my goodness. What a tough bucket from Paul George right there. He gives the Pistons a 2-point lead. 30 seconds left in this game. Monte gonna get it down to Wilt. Wilt, he's in the paint for too long and he gets it to go. Oh my goodness. Wilt Chamberlain has been so clutch down the stretch. And he's working on KP like it's nothing. All right, this is a big possession right here. Pistons can hold it for the last shot. Ball will go into De'Aaron Fox. 17 seconds on the shot clock. Who will the ball go to down the stretch? If I had to guess, probably Paul George. De'Aaron with the ball. 6 seconds left to go. 4 seconds. Fox, pass it over to Zach LaVine for 3. Bang! Oh no! Zach LaVine with the clutch bucket. Oh my goodness. What a shot from Zach LaVine. Warriors have 0.3 on the clock, which is just enough time to get a shot off, but I don't know if it'll be enough. And they'll need a 3 as well. Clay with the ball. He doesn't get it off in time. Oh my goodness. So despite making this such a close game for so long, the Warriors will lose in game 7 of the finals after a Zach LaVine triple. You can't make this up, man. I'm so sad right now, bro. Zach LaVine legit just hit a game winner on us. I can't watch this celebration. Yeah, whatever, Paul George. Hold your trophies, whatever. And that was such a good game right there. And it's so sad that it had to end like that. Wilt Chamberlain at 24 and 14. Dude, if Curry was in that game, the dynamic would have changed so much. I feel like the Warriors would have probably won. But Paul George does close us out. Zach LaVine hits that clutch triple. I am so sad, man. The Warriors will fall in Game 7 of the NBA Finals. Pistons do win the chip. PG Finals MVP. Dirk, Kobe, no, you can't go. No, not Corey. Joe Johnson. Dwayne Wade, no. Oh my goodness, man. I am so disappointed right now, man. How in the world did we just lose like that? Oh my god. Like, genuinely, I am just so upset. We lost off of a Zach LaVine triple. I didn't even know that team had Zach LaVine until we jumped in. But alright, heading over to player progression. Oh my goodness, yeah. The team morale is absolutely down right now. After losing in Game 7 of the NBA Finals, that will definitely do it to you. As Wilt Chamberlain and Curry both go down 1, as well as Klay Thompson, and Monte Ellis is down 3 overall, so he probably be leaving this team soon. This team is starting to look like a train wreck, I can't lie to you. Wilt is 29 years old, Curry's 30, Klay Thompson's 29. We still have a lot of basketball to go though, so no need to cry over spilled milk. Let's head right to next season. Alright, yeah, bro. Wilt might win this award until he retires. This is actually insane. Yet again, your most valuable player for Mr. Wilt Chamberlain here. He averages 23.5 points a game, 16.5 boards, 5.5 assists, 1.5 steals, 2.5 blocks, 50, 12, and 73. Zion! He's on the Timberwolves. Oh my goodness. LeBron James, DPOI. Boo. Coach of the Year was Walt McLeod yet again. 65 and 17 record. And this duo has been so dominant. I mean, despite us losing last season in that Game 7, as Paul George, I hate you. Wilt Chamberlain does make the first team, and Steph Curry does make the All-NBA second team. Let's check out what he did, as he averaged 29, basically 26 points a game, 2 boards, 8.5 assists, basically 2 steals, 50, 40, 90, yet again for Mr. Steph Curry here. You're cooking, Steph. And all defensive team, you still got Wilt, no Steph Curry, nothing changes there. And yet again, we are the 1 seed where we gotta play the Lakers. Bro, it's the same matchup every single season. Oh man, that's right, Kobe did retire. So now they got Andre Roberson out there too to try to replace Kobe Bryant. Okay, bro. Be for real. Yeah, bro, this team is not beating us. Game 1 does go to us. Game 2 does go to us. Game 3 does go to them. Game 4 does go to us, and put them away. We do. Sorry, I know I was moving fast. I knew that team wasn't going to beat us. We do see OKC in the second round, though. I feel like it's always the same teams. It's either OKC, Lakers, or some other team. I don't know. But they still do have Westbrook, Harden, Durant, Ibaka. Now they got Donnie Tyndale at their 5. All right. Here we go. Game 1 does go to us. Game 2 does go to us. Game 3 does go to us. And put them away in 4. We do. Easy sweep. There you go. Finally a new team. We got the Minnesota Timberwolves in the conference finals. And oh man, what a team they got. They got DJ Augustine. Prime DJ Augustine. They got Tyreek Evans, Zion, K-Love, and Nerlens Noel. So game 1 does go to them. Wow. Game 2 does go to us. Game 3 does go to them. Game 4. Wow. We are down 3-1. What? Do not lose to the Timberwolves, bro. Do not. We lose to the Timberwolves. What are we talking about, bro? Oh my gosh. Yeah, Wilt and Steph. What in the world? And Klay. What in the world was his last game, bro? Zion just kind of had his way, and there was just nothing we could do. Pistons do win another championship. Paul George, another finals MVP. Oh my goodness, man. This is so sad. No, not Powell. Kyle Lowry. Goran. Wow, so we lose in the conference finals to that Timberwolves team. I can't believe that, man. I actually just can't believe that. How do we make all those finals appearances and then randomly just lose in the conference finals to a rookie Zion Williamson? Make it make sense. But alright, heading over to player progression, Wilt Chamberlain just stays a 98, and so does Steph Curry, so both of them are still pretty much in their primes. You still got Klay Thompson, he's a 94. Markieff Morris, which I don't even know when the heck we got him. Oh, okay, we traded for him. Monte's a 79, so he's finally starting to fall off. Yeah, man, this team's starting to look a little rough. It's a little rough around the edges, but hey, it could still be worth a pretty penny. So hopefully we can make it back to the finals this upcoming season. All right, well, all right, Steph, it's time to bounce back. How will you respond? All right, bro, he might legit have 50 MVPs by this point. Wilt Chamberlain wins it yet again. 25.5 points a game. 18 rebounds. Oh my goodness, that's insane. That's an insane number of rebounds per game. 5.5 assists, 1.5 steals, 2.5 blocks, 56% from the field. Not bad from Wilt Chamberlain. James Wiseman, he's on the Pelicans, Rookie of the Year. Hey, Wilt Chamberlain does win the DPOI. Good for you, bro. And yet again, we do win Coach of the Year, 59 and 23. not too bad. As yet again, Wilt Chamberlain does make the All-NBA first team. Steph Curry does make the second team. As this season, he averages literally the same exact thing he did last season. Same number of rebounds, a .2 differential in assists, a .1 differential in steals. Yeah, so basically Steph Curry just repeated what he did last season, which, I mean, it's not like that's bad. That's a pretty good thing. Just, I don't know, I was kind of expecting more from you, Curry. And all defensive team, basically the same. You already know what it is, as we do finish off as the 1 seed, and yet again, we have to go against the LA Clippers. They now have Matthew Dellavedova at their 1, Matisse Thybulle at their 2. They still got Zach Marshall, Derek Favors, and DJ. All right, so game 1 does go to us. Game 2 does go to us. Game 3 does go to us. And to probably close them out, we do. In the second round now, we got the New Orleans Pelicans, who they, of course, have Donovan Mitchell, Jamal Murray. They are very small there. RJ Barrett, MPJ at the 4, and a rookie James Wiseman. So game 1 does go to us. Game 2 does go to us. Game 3 does go to us. And game 4. All right, well, so far we've swept the first 2 rounds, and we got a new opponent in the Houston Rockets. Finally, some new blood. Actually, no, we faced this team before. But they still got D'Lo. They still got KCP. Wiggins is at the 3 now. They got Jawan Humphreys and Tristan Thompson. Actually, is a pretty solid team. Game 1 does go to them. Game 2 does go to them. Wow. Game 3, okay, does go to us. Game 4 does go to us. Okay, big game 5 here. Houston does take, oh my gosh, bro, please. Please, Curry, Wilt, keep doing your thing. Don't let us go out like this. Please, take this game. Okay, we do end up taking that game, thank goodness. All right, man, well, right into Simcast we go. Come on, please, bring this one home, Warriors. Bring this one home. Bring this one home. They're bringing it home, all right. There you go. The Warriors will win 119-111 and will make it right back to the NBA Finals. That was a little scary right there, I can't lie to you, as D'Lo dropped 38. Oh my goodness. But all right, in this Finals, we do have a rematch against the Detroit Pistons. We are looking for our revenge, as oh my goodness, man. Yeah, last time we played this team, I don't even think Zach LaVine was in the starting lineup. De'Aaron Fox was an 80 overall, and yeah, man, wow. This team just got a lot better. But you know what? We have Steph Curry. We have Wilt Chamberlain. Anything's possible. Game 1 does go to them. Okay. Game 2 does go to them. Come on, man. Game 3, okay, does go to us. Game 4, okay, does go to us. So far, it's basically repeating what we did in the last series, where the other team won 2 games, then we won 2 games. Game 5, come on, take this, Warriors. Take this. They do. Oh my goodness. Can they win another finals here? No, they can't. Oh my goodness. Of course, we're going to a game 7 yet again against this Detroit Pistons squad. Come on, Warriors. Close it out, please. As oh my goodness, it is looking very, very good for your Golden State Warriors here, as they will win this game 7. Oh my goodness, after a couple seasons of a little disappointment from this Warriors squad, we finally are back on top of the NBA world and get our revenge against the Detroit Pistons, as Wilt Chamberlain, yet again your finals MVP, 27.5 points and 19.5 rebounds in that finals. That's insane. So yet again, Wardell, Stephen Curry, and Wilt get it done against the Detroit Pistons, and they are your NBA champions yet again. Zach Randolph, no! The dinosaur, Chris Bosh, Tyson, Big Al. Yeah, man, we're now starting to cook, and I am really happy that we finally got a revenge against the Detroit Pistons right there. I mean, hey, I'm a little nervous that there's going to be even more matchups of that, but hey, I mean, I guess we'll just have to keep finding out. All right, heading over to player progression, and oh man, Steph Curry and Wilt Chamberlain are both down by 1 overall, down to a 97. Oh boy, they're starting to get old pretty quick here. Curry's 32, Wilt's 31, Klay Thompson's 31. Yeah, man, we are starting to get old pretty quick here. But nonetheless, Wilt and Steph Curry, they're still both as dominant as ever. Wilt's probably going to win MVP next season, and the Warriors will probably make it back to the finals, so let's go see if that comes true. To no one's shock, Wilt Chamberlain, most valuable player. This season he averaged 25.5 points a game, 17 boards, 5 assists, 1.5 steals, 2.5 block, 56% from the field, 77% from the free throw line, yeah, nothing has changed for him, and I don't even know how many seasons. Evan Mobley, Rookie of the Year. Wilt Chamberlain, yet again, the DPOY. And Walt McLeod, Coach of the Year. Yeah, nothing changes for us. And of course, Wilt Chamberlain, All-NBA first team. Steph Curry, there he is. He's on the All-NBA second team. His scoring did drop a little bit this season. 24.5 points a game. Basically 2 boards, 8.5 assists, 1.5 steals, 50, 40, 90 yet again for our boy Curry. I mean, hey, at least he's got that going for him. But all right, we yet again are the first seed here, and we got to play OKC in round number 1 here, who for some reason was in the play-in tournament, despite them having James Harden, Westbrook, and KD. They also got an old Greg Oden by this point, so interesting team 100%. Game 1 does go to us. Game 2 does go to us. Game 3 does go to us. And to sweep them, we do. Heading off to round 2, we do have the Minnesota Timberwolves, who they have Colin Sexton, Bogdanovich, Zion's now an 89, K-Love's an 89, and Nerlens Noel's an 82. So they did eliminate us a couple seasons ago. Can they do it again? Game 1 does go to us. Game 2 does go to us. Game 3 does go to us. And okay, we do sweep. Despite Zion getting better, for some reason we just sweep them. Make it make sense. But all right, we do have the Dallas Mavericks in the conference finals, who they have Ja Morant, Josh Richardson, OG Anunoby. Bro, did you see that tap in from OG during that game 4 the other day? Oh my goodness, that was insane. They also have Marquise Chris at their 4 and DeAndre Ayton at their 5. Alrighty, so game 1 does go to them. Game 2 does go to them. Wow. Game 3. Okay, we do take. Come on, take this game 4. We're down 3-1 to the Dallas Mavericks. Bro, come on. Like, this doesn't make any sense, bro. Come on, do not lose here. Okay, we do take a game. Can we take another? Oh my goodness. All right, well, we come back down from a 3-1 deficit. I just said deficit. I don't know what I'm saying. This team also has Lauri Markkanen. What the heck? And they have Rudy Gobert? Bro, what is this team? All right, well, game 7, baby. Let's go. Hopefully they can win this out, please. And they will do just that. This game was an absolute blowout. Actually, I mean, they did make it kind of competitive towards the end, but it doesn't matter. Wilt Chamberlain, Western Conference Finals MVP. And oh my goodness, we got to play against Giannis. What is this team? Oh my God. Bro, I had to take a screenshot. What is this team? Oh my goodness. They have this guy, Leonard Paxson, Bradley Beal, Giannis, Jonathan Isaac, and Karl Anthony Towns. What is this team? Oh my goodness, this is a super team right here. I mean, to be fair, we kind of are a super team as well. But what the heck, bro? Also, I just realized, when did we get KCP? Whatever, bro, that's none of my concern. All right, Sixers, what do you got for us? Game 1 does go to us. Game 2 does go to us. Game 3, okay, well, after being scared of this team, they do take a game, but after... Oh, I did not mean to do that. After them taking a game, after them taking another, and we do win the chip. Okay, well, after being scared for a little bit there, the Warriors do win another championship. Wilt Chamberlain, yet again, Finals MVP. I don't even know what's going on at this point, bro. I seriously thought this team was going to beat us. I'm not going to lie. I guess Wilt and Steph are just the greatest duo of all time by this point. And plus also us having Klay Thompson has definitely been a big help. Warriors win another ring. Sean Livingston, no! Brandon Roy, no! JJ Redick, you got one more. Aaron Baines, you were on our team for a while. Monte! Joakim! Tony Parker! I didn't even know we had half of those guys on our team. Alrighty, man. Yet again, we do end up winning the NBA championship. I mean, hey, Will and Steph have been doing their thing this whole entire video. There's been very little losing, which I'm kind of shocked about. I mean, I know Wilt was very, very dominant in real life, but like, I was not expecting him to be this good in the simulation. But alright, heading over to player progression. For some reason, Steph Curry is going up at 33, up to a 98, while Wilt Chamberlain does go down to a 96. Oh my goodness, Klay Thompson goes down to a 91. Oh God, not Klay, man. All right, well, we got a couple more seasons of Wilt and Steph Curry here. How much more do they have left in the tank? Can they keep winning championships? Or will this be the start of the end for our star duo here? Wilt Chamberlain, the best player in the world. 26.5 points a game for him. 16.5 boards, 5.5 assists, 1.5 steals, 2.5 blocks, 61% from the field. Okay, is that a career high? Yeah, it is. That's pretty impressive. Jabari Smith is on the Cavs, Rookie of the Year. Wilt Chamberlain, another DPOI. And Coach of the Year was Troy Finley. Wow, no, we let our other coach go. No! But it doesn't really matter though. Wilt Chamberlain, of course, at the top of this list because he won MVP. And Steph Curry does make the All-NBA second team. As this season, wow, okay, he did up his scoring. Nice. 26.5 points a game for him. Basically 2 boards, 9.5 assists, 1.5 steals, 50, 40, 90. Yet again for our boy, Steph, Chef, McFlurry. Curry. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore, man. Wilt Chamberlain also all defensive first team. No Steph Curry as per usual. Heading off to the playoffs, we are the 1 seed. Makes sense. We have the Pelicans in the first round, who we've won against a couple times now. Oh my goodness. Yeah, man, this team's pretty good. They got Trae Young at their 1, Jamal Murray at the 2, RJ Barrett at the 3, MPJ at the 4, and James Wiseman at the 5. I hate to break it to you, Pelicans, you guys aren't playing a lick of defense. Game 1 does go to us. Game 2 does go to us. Game 3 does go to them. Game 4 does go to them. Oh my goodness, please no. Bro, we were just up 2-0. What? No way. Okay, we do force game 7. Bro, what? What is happening in this simulation, bro? All right, well, this is to not lose in the first round. Hopefully, we take this game. As oh no, not a great start. But it's not about how you start. It's about how you finish. Oh my goodness, what a turnaround in that game. And the Warriors do end up winning it. Okay. Yeah, Curry said we're not going home just yet. We move on to round 2 where we get to play the Mavs yet again. They have Ja, Gary Harris, OG, Lauri Markkanen, and DeAndre Ayton. I think they almost beat us last season. So game 1 does go to us. Game 2 does go to us. Game 3... Okay, and yet again, what in the world? I don't understand. We go to game 7 with them last season or the season before or whatever. And this season we just easily sweep them. Make it make sense. But all right, we have Phoenix in the conference finals here as this team has DeJounte Murray, Otashi Abaji, Patrick Williams at the 3, Blake Griffin at the 4, and Mitchell Robinson is at the 5. So this is where Blake Griffin left to go to. Game 1 does go to us. Game 2 does go to us. Game 3 does go to them. Game 4 does go to us. And to put them away, we do! Bro, this is just too easy at this point. Wilt Chamberlain, Western Conference Finals MVP. And yet again, we get a matchup against the 76ers. They look exactly the same. No need to introduce this team. I think we gentlemen swept them last time, I think. Or no. They took 2 games from us. So let's see what happens this season. Game 1 does go to us. Game 2 does go to us. Game 3 does go to them. Okay. Game 4, 3-1 lead for us. And okay, I thought we were going to put them away. And okay, the Sixers make it interesting. Wow. Oh my goodness, Curry's averaging 30 in this playoffs, 30 and 10. Oh my goodness. Bro, look at the scoring from the other side. That's crazy. All right, man, game 7. Let's go yet again. Can we beat the squad? Hopefully we can. I also would not mind some gameplay. Come on, keep it close. Keep it close. Keep it close a little bit longer. Perfect. We are jumping in here. 3:28 left to go in this game 7. The Warriors are up 1. All right, well, here we go. It is 112 to 111 with 3:28 left in this game 7. I do see, is that Curry? Yeah, that we got Curry and Wilt out there. So this time Curry's not fouled out. Let's go. As Bradley Beal will let the 3 fly. Bang! Okay, we jump right into this game. And Bradley Beal gets the lead for the Sixers as Wilt Chamberlain. Okay. Some very fast-paced basketball as I don't even have time to commentate here. But it is a tie ball game yet again. 114-114. Let me know why Klay Thompson has to guard Giannis here. As Giannis pass over to Beal. Beal's going to get the screen from Cat. As Beal lets it fly. Bang! Bradley Beal, what a 3 from him. He's got 27 on the night. Steph Curry and the Warriors will call a timeout here. All right, coming back from the break now. Warriors are down by 3. They would need a 3 here, to be honest with you. It would be kind of nice, but even so, quick 2 would do some wonders for them. As Curry will get open on the midi. That's good. Man, you already know he's never going to miss a shot. Whether it's the mid-range or the 3, Curry's very proficient in that. As ball will go over to Cat, over to Beal. Beal being guarded by KCP. Wilt with the steal. Klay Thompson with the ball. Come on, get over to Curry. Curry's wide open. Bang! What did I just tell you? You can't leave Curry open. He's going to hit that. Curry gives the Warriors a 2-point lead. 150 left to go in this game 7. Ball will go over to Isaac. Over to Giannis. Back out to Cat. Cat trying to work on Wilt. Cat. He's trying to get by, but he can't. Back out to Isaac. Paxson with it now. Passing like crazy. Paxson for 3. That's off. Cat with the board over Wilt. Oh my goodness! Did you see Cat fly in for that board? That was kind of crazy, and he ties this game up. Steph Curry with the ball now. Doing a little Curry slide. You already know that go-to move. Curry's gonna get the screen from Wilt. Curry trying to go all the way. Layup gets it to go. What a layup from Steph Curry. He's got 27 on the night. Do you see how big of a difference Steph Curry can make in these games? Giannis over to Cat. Cat gets it to go. Oh my goodness, this is a back and forth game right now. 121 to 121. 1 minute to go. Game 7. Curry over to Morris. Back out to KCP. Morris now with it. Morris back out to Curry. I thought he was going to pull that. As Curry is going to get the screen. Step back 3. That's off. Giannis does get the board. Sixers have a chance to take the lead. Giannis over Clay. That's good. The Warriors now trail by 2. Oh man, this is a big possession here. Curry with the ball. Curry back out to Clay. Clay's going to get the screen from Wilt. Clay triple. No. How do you miss that? Oh my goodness. Clay had a good look at it too. And the Warriors are going to have to foul again unless they can get the steal. Honestly, Giannis is probably best case scenario the person to foul there. All right, Giannis. The first free throw from you is good. Come on, you can miss one. You can miss one, Giannis. Second free throw from Giannis is off. They have a chance. Warriors do trail by 3, but that Giannis miss gives them a chance in this game. This is to tie the game here. Ball will go into Clay. KCP over to Clay. Now Will has it. Over to Morris. Curry, he's open. Bang! He knocks down the triple. That is the exact play that they needed. Get Curry open off of some screens. There you go. Tie ball game with 10 seconds left. It is a tie ball game. Do the Sixers have an answer? And can they heartbreak the Warriors? Giannis with the ball over to Cat, being guarded by Will. Cat does not get it. Will, full court shot. And that's no good. Oh my goodness, how did Cat miss that? And Warriors do tie the game up, and it will go into overtime. All right, here we go. We are going to an overtime here. Can the Warriors possibly pull this out? It is looking really good. You know what? I'm going to jump in. 133, 131. Warriors do have the lead. Can they hold on to it, though? Paxson with the ball over to Cat. Cat, fade away over Wilt. That's off. Klay Thompson running up the floor. Klay over to Morris. Oh my goodness, please be careful. Curry now with it. Curry over to Wilt. Puts it up. That's good. He gives the Warriors a 4-point lead. 1:10 left to go. Do the Sixers have an answer here? Or will they go home sad as Wilt with the steal? Curry now with the ball. Over to Morris with the dunk. Oh my goodness, it's pandemonium. And Golden State. 137, 131. The Sixers are going to need some triples here now. There's not really any answers. Giannis for 3. That's off. Cat with the board. He puts it up and in. All right, it's a 4-point game. 137, 131. As ball will get over to Curry. Smart move right there. As, oh my goodness, look. Franchise record assists in a playoff game. Apparently Curry has, hold on. Does that say Curry has 21? Curry has 21 assists on the night. And he breaks the franchise record. I've never seen that in a jump-in game. That's kind of funny. But all right, Warriors will have to get it in one more time here. And they do. And they're going to try to double team as KCP with the ball. Lob up to Wilt. And oh my goodness. What an exclamation point for the Warriors here. He puts the Warriors up by 6. Wow, KCP. What a smart play to lob it up to a wide open Wilt. Sixers are going to need a triple as Bradley Beal with the ball. Oh my goodness, come on, now's not the time to ISO. Bradley Beal puts it up, and he does get fouled. Beal will go to the line. First one for him is good. He's been clutch this game. Bradley Beal, second one, that is good. All right, back to a 4-point game. Warriors do have to inbound, then they do. Okay, Sixers do have to foul here. First one for KCP is good. Second one for KCP. That is off. Okay, that does give the Sixers a bit of a chance here. They would need a quick 3. Paxson with the ball. Come on, he got to go quick. Over to Cat. Cat puts it up, and that's good. Okay. He brings it back to a 3-point game. I was gonna say, all the Warriors gotta do is just inbound here. Sixers still do have a timeout to use, though. Curry with the first free throw. That is good. You already know the chef ain't gonna miss these free throws. Second one for him is good. And the Sixers will call their final timeout here. No matter what they do here, they have to go for a 3, as the ball will go into Cat. Karl-Anthony Towns with the ball. Back out to Beal for 3. Bang! Okay, he does hit it. That does give the Sixers a chance here. As a man, if they do get into KCP, okay, they do get it into Curry. I was a little nervous there. Curry with the first free throw. That is good. And to potentially put them away in this game, Curry second. That is good. Sixers do not have any more timeouts. They got to move quick. Giannis, ball goes over to Beal for 3. That's off. Cat with the board. It doesn't matter. The Warriors will win this game 7. After almost choking down the stretch, they were able to force an OT thanks to the likes of Steph and Curry. And they were able to put this game away in overtime. What a win for the Golden State Warriors yet again. And they will win another NBA championship here, as we do see Curry finally holding up that championship trophy. And what a treat it would be if it was Steph again. But we probably all know who the finals MVP will be. And wow, it does go to Steph Curry. I genuinely thought Wilt Chamberlain was gonna win that finals MVP, but Steph Curry does. Oh my goodness, you know what? He deserves it. He broke the franchise record for playoff assists with 21, and he helped lead this team to a championship. What a game 7 that was right there. Wilt had 35 and 14. Curry had 34 and 21. Oh my goodness, the Warriors get it done again. What a win for the Warriors. Another championship for Stephen Curry. Let's go. No, not Yee. Marc Gasol. Damari Carroll. Bro, we are just like the most dominant duo of all time. I can't even tell you how many championships we've won. You know what? I did this in one of my previous videos. I'm going to take a wild guess. I feel like so far we've won like 13 championships. I'm probably wrong, but I don't even know if we've been in the league for 13 seasons. So you know what? That's probably a wild guess. So you know what? I'm going to say 10 chips. But all right, heading over to player progression. Curry does stay the same as a 97. And Wilt is still a 96. Clay does go down to a 90. I mean, yeah, man, this team is starting to get very old. But hey, man, fresh off of a championship run. How much more do Steph and Wilt have in the tank here? Let's go find out. Okay, this by far has to be one of Wilt's craziest seasons. This season, he averaged 27, basically 28 points a game, 18 rebounds. He's done that before, but yet again, that's insane. 5 assists, 2 steals, basically, 3 blocks, 57% from the field. What the heck, Will? Victor Wembanyama! He does win Rookie of the Year. Wilt Chamberlain, DPOY yet again. And Coach of the Year was Clyde May, who was our coach. He wasn't our coach last season. What? Whatever, bro. Wilt does make the All-NBA first team. Steph Curry does make the All-NBA second team. As this season, he averaged 22.5 points, 9 assists, 1.5 rebound, 1.5 steals, 50, 40, 90. I don't know if this is really deserving of second team material, but you do you, bro. And Wilt, all defensive team as well. We have the Memphis Grizzlies in the first round. It's been a while since we last saw them. They still got Mike Conley. They got Devin Vassell now. Bro, Jonathan Kuminga, get out of my face. You have been gone for some videos now, but now he returns. Jonathan Kuminga, bro. They also got Keegan Murray at the 4 and Jokic at the 5. Alrighty, game 1 does go to them. Game 2 does go to us. Game 3 does go to us. Game 4 does go to us. And we beat them in 5. We got Pelicans in the second round yet again. Again, no lick of defense is being played from this team here. Game 1 does go to us. Game 2 does go to us. Game 3 does go to them. Game 4. Okay, 2-2 series. This is a big game 5. They do take. Come on, take this game 6. We do. All right, well, game 7, baby. Here we come yet again. We love game 7s around here. And it is looking very, very good for your Golden State Warriors. We do get by and make it right back to the conference finals where we got the Minnesota Timberwolves. They got Zion, Bogdan Bogdanovic, K-Love, Skal Laberisi, is that how you pronounce that? And Colin Sexton. So game 1 does go to us. Game 2 does go to us. Game 3 does go to them. Game 4 does go to us. and to put him away in 5 possibly. We do. Big game right there. And yet again, we have another matchup against the 76ers. Anything different with them? The only thing that's different is their point guard. They got Tyson Atini? Is that how you pronounce that? But game 1 does go to them. Game 2 does go to us. Game 3 does go to them. Game 4 does go to us. Big game 5. Okay, we are down 3-2 in the series. Bruh. I mean, Wilt's trying. Curry. I mean, you're not bad, but what the heck, bro? Are we gonna get eliminated here? Wow, we do. Okay. So after beating the Sixers last season in 7, they come back this season with a vengeance. And they end up winning the chip with Cat winning the finals MVP. So we finally do get dethroned. Oh man, that's so sad. Melo, no. LaMarcus, George Hill, Thad Young, Danilo, Andrea. My favorite point guard, Chris Paul. Wow, so we do lose this season. Kind of unfortunate. I'm not gonna lie to you, because the first couple rounds were actually pretty relatively easy. And I thought we would have had an easy finals as well, but I guess that Sixer team is just starting to get the best of us. As heading over to player progression, Curry and Wilt do stay the same, thank goodness, so nothing really changes with them. Clay does go down 2, KCP goes down 2. Yeah, man, the rest of this team around us. Hey, we signed Chris Paul. No, he's too old. Not much to really say besides Wilt and Curry. You guys are on your final leg here. Let's see what you got. And for the 50 millionth time in a row, Wilt Chamberlain does win another MVP. 23.5 points a game for him, 15.5 boards, 5.5 assists, 1.5 steals, 2.5 blocks. Walker Kessler on the Brooklyn Nets, Rookie of the Year. Wilt Chamberlain, DPOY. And wow, Coach of the Year does go to George Karl. So no longer are the Warriors the Coach of the Year. It's kind of sad to see. And Steph Curry does make the All-NBA second team, as this season he averaged 23 points a game. Basically 2 boards, 8.5 assists, 1.5 steals, 50, 40, 90, yet again for our boy Stephen Curry. And wow, we finished off as the 3rd seed this season. What in the world? We went 53 and 29. I mean, I guess that's to be expected. This roster is very, very old. Our 2 through 4 isn't looking too hot anymore. You know, Clay is very old. But all right, we do have the Spurs in the first round, who I can't say we've gone against in the sim. So they got Tyus Jones, Tyler Hero, Cam Reddish, Deonta Davis, and Evan Mobley. So game 1 does go to them. Game 2 does go to us. Game 3 does go to them. Game 4 does go to them. We are down 3-1 in this series already. What in the world, bro? Do not eliminate us. Don't do it. They did it. What in the world, bro? You're telling me Wilt Chamberlain dropped 32 and 22. And oh my god, 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 oh my god. That has to be the worst game I've ever seen. You're telling me Steph Curry shot a bagel 0 for 17 from the field. 0 for 17 from the field. You're telling me Steph Curry, and despite that, they even went into overtime. If Curry would have just made like 3 baskets, they would have won this game. Oh my god. I have no words for what in the world I just witnessed right there. Pacers win the chip. Anthony Davis is your finals MVP. What is this season, bro? Batum, former Warrior. Paxton, we beat you. Lewis. Corey Joseph, former Warrior. Jeremy Lin, former Warrior. Chris Paul. I just don't know what to say. Yeah, let's just forget that Curry game ever happens. Do not go in the comments flaming Curry, because I got nothing. You could flame Curry, I guess, if you want. But all right, man, heading over to player progression. Curry's 36, Wilt's 35. They're starting to come to the end here, as Curry is a 98 overall still. Wilt is a 96. Oh my goodness, Klay Thompson's down to an 85. Yikes, man. We even signed Vucevic to the squad. Like, that's gonna make a difference, bro. All right, well, Wilt, Curry, you guys are old by this point. I don't know how much you have more left in the tank, but let's go see if you have more playoff runs in you. Alrighty, yet again, another Wilt masterclass. I mean, he wins most valuable player again. 23.5 points, 15.5 boards, 5 assists, 1.5 steals, 2.5 blocks, 58% from the field. I can't believe this man is actually shooting almost 30% from the 3. That's kind of crazy. Cooper Flag is in New York. Giannis wins a DPOY over Wilt. Okay. And Coach of the Year was Clyde May yet again. Of course, Wilt does make the All-NBA first team, of course, because he wins MVP. And Steph Curry does make the All-NBA second team, as this season he averaged 23.5. Basically 2 boards, 8.5 assists, 2 steals. Basically the same exact thing that he did last season. except he shot way better. Oh my goodness. All right, heading off to the playoffs yet again. We are the 1 seed. So after finishing as the 3rd seed last season, we bounce back and end up as the 1st seed yet again. And in the first round, we have the Houston Rockets. They still got D'Lo, Jaden Springer, Andrew Wiggins, Jawan Humphreys, and Nick Claxton. So game 1 does go to us. Game 2 does go to us. Game 3 does go to us. Yeah, Curry, you cook D'Lo. Heading off to round 2, we do have the San Antonio Spurs, who they still have Tyus Jones, Tyler Hero, Cam Reddish, Mobley, and they even have Mo Bamba now. We played this team last year, and they did end up beating us. Game 1 does go to us. Game 2 does go to us. Game 3 does go to us. All right, so last season was a fluke, I guess. In the conference finals, we got the 7th-seeded Pelicans, who... yeah, okay, man. We played this team a couple times. Yet again, not a lick of defense is being played here. Game 1 does go to them. Game 2 does go to them. Wow. Game 3. Wow. We're down 3-0. What? Curry dropped 41 that game. Wilt dropped 24 and 14, and we still lost. Oh my God. Don't get swept. Okay, we do take a game. Come on, greatest comeback of all time. Let's go. No. Okay. The Warriors do end up losing in the conference finals. Curry, 4 for 21 in a closeout game. Klay Thompson, bro, the Splash Bros are going out sad here. And Pelicans do end up winning the chip as the 7th seed. Trae Young is your finals MVP. LeBron James, DJ, Boogie. All right, well, no retirement from our guys yet. They still do have more in the tank, but the question is how much longer? I mean, to me, they probably have another, like, maybe 2, maybe 3 seasons left. I'm not exactly sure if they're timeable, you know, retirement, but let's head to player progression here. Curry is still a 98 overall. He's 37. Wilt is a 96 and he's 36. Wait, can I check and see? All right, so Curry wants an extension and Wilt is also looking for an extension as well. Oh God. Hey, we also signed Balil Coulibaly. That's not a bad signing whatsoever. We're paying Klay Thompson $71 million just to average like 15 points a game. Oh God, man, it's the start of the end here. But all right, Wilt, go win another MVP. And Curry, you just go be Curry, I guess. Oh my goodness. We finally have a new MVP. No, not Wilt streak. It's over. No. I'm just kidding. It was bound to happen eventually. Ja Morant is your most valuable player. Good for him. And also, the CPUs will be random now, so I don't have to announce them. Giannis DPOY. Coach of the Year was Malik Ball for the Cavs. Wilt Chamberlain still does make the first team, and so does Curry. Okay. Wilt Chamberlain finishes 3rd in MVP, while Steph Curry finishes 4th. Wilt this season put up 20 points. Oh God, yeah, the point drop off is crazy. 14 boards, 4.5 assists, 1 steal, 2 blocks, 56% from the field, 79% from the free throw. Wow, Wilt. It's coming to an end for you. While Steph, Chef Curry, oh my goodness, the second resurgence as always in terms of these careers. Curry averaged 27 points, 1.5 rebounds, 9 assists, 2 steals. Oh, but 40, 40, 90. No, not 50, 40, 90. Come on. And of course, Wilt, all defensive first team. Wow, we finish off as the 5th seed, and we got to play the championship Pelicans. They are the exact same. No need to introduce them. Game 1 does go to them. Game 2 does go to them. No, not again. Not again. Don't do it to us. Oh my God, no! Wilt and Steph Curry go out in the first round. Wilt, what are you doing? 15 points a game? Oh God. Bro, you know it's bad when Frank Kaminsky has to be your 2nd leading scorer in the playoffs. What in the world, bro? Wow, so yet another season of just losing super early on. I'm kind of sad. Trailblazers doing the chip. Paolo Banchero, finals MVP. DJ, no! Isaiah! Kawhi, no! Why'd you leave LA? Harden, the beard. Mike Conley. KD! Wow, Klay Thompson. You're retiring before Steph and Wilt. That's kind of sad. So are you, Vooch? No! Otto Porter. Wow, so yet again, we lose out pretty early in the playoffs there. I'm kind of shocked. You know, I did not think that we were going to lose that early on, but we did. But nonetheless, heading over to player progression, Steph Curry is 38 years old. Wilt's 37. Curry's a 96. Wilt is a 94. It's starting to get to the end for them. Yeah, Klay Thompson is down to a 78. Oh God, they should all retire together, to be honest. But all right, can Wilt try to win back his MVP, or is that the end of Wilt's MVP streak? Because it's over. Oh yeah, Wilt, it's never been more over. Paolo Banchero wins the most valuable player. But he still does win DPOY though. He's back. Oh man, that drop off in scoring is crazy. 18 points a game, 14.5 boards, 4 assists, 1 steal, 2 blocks, 50, 20, 73. Oh God, that's disgusting. And Coach of the Year was Stephen West of the Trailblazers. So Wilt still does make the All-NBA first team, and Steph Curry does make the third team. Okay. So after making the first team, he drops off. Oh God, 22.5 points a game, 1.5 rebounds, 8.5 assists, 2 steals, 50, 40, 90 still for our boy Steph Chef Curry, man. Look at him go. And all right, we do finish off as the 5th seed. And yet again, we have to play against this Pelicans team. I'm sick of seeing this team, man, because we keep losing to them. Let's just get this over with. Game 1 does go to them. Game 2 does go to us. Okay. Game 3 does go to us. Come on. We're up 3-1. Pelicans, get out of my face. Okay, no, they take a game. Okay, we beat them. You guys suck. We end up beating them with an old Steph Curry and Wilt. Let's go. We move on to round 2 against the Denver Nuggets, who they got Jeremiah Fears, Markelle Fultz. Thinking about doing a Markelle video. Let me know down below if you want to see that. They got Franz Wagner, Trey Lyles, and Chet Holmgren. Oh God, this team is God tier. But game 1 does go to us. Game 2 does go to us. Game 3 does go to us. And oh my goodness, can we get out of there? We do. Wilt and Curry, the young function. They're trying to get one more left in them. We got the Spurs in the conference finals. Tyus Jones, Tyler Hero, Cam Reddish, Obi Toppin, Evan Mobley. We faced this team before. Game 1 does go to us. Game 2 does go to them. Game 3 does go to them. Game 4, no, we were just up. No, don't go out like this, Curry and Wilt. Come on. All right, come on. Take another game. No, we lose. Gosh dang it, man. Yet again, I thought we had one more run in us. Yet again, we lose, and this time we lose in the conference finals. Wilt, you tried. Curry, you're old. Everybody's old on this team, to be fair. Oh my goodness, man. Sixers do end up winning the chip. Giannis finals MVP. Tristan Thompson, no! Westbrook! Jimmy Butler, my favorite. Andre. Chris Dunn. K-Love. So still no retirement from Steph and Wilt. Wilt is going to be 39 this year, and Curry's going to be 40 years old. I want you to realize that. 40 years old. And they're still going. This is actually kind of crazy, man. All right. Yeah, Curry is a 94. Wilt is a 92. Oh my goodness, man. Why did they not just retire and just let it be? Because, dude, they're going to fall off so bad this season. It's not even funny. But, alrighty, man. Curry, Wilt, this is the last dance. What do you got for us in this last possible season here? Cade Cunningham, most valuable player. DPY does go to Alex Sarr. And Coach of the Year, Malik Ball for the Cavs. Man, despite all these years, Wilt Chamberlain has been so consistent on the All-NBA first team. 18.5 points a game for our boy. 12 boards, 4 assists, 1 steal, 2 blocks, 50% from the field. Yeah, man. I mean, Wilt, you're still kind of killing it. I mean, despite for a 39-year-old man, that's pretty good numbers. And oh man, I don't even see Steph Curry. Get out of here, Jonathan Kuminga. Yeah, no All-NBA team for Steph Curry here. Wilt Chamberlain still in the first team. And wow, the Warriors don't even make the play-in. How bad were we? 32 and 50 bad. Oh God, yeah, that is That's a little rough, I'm not gonna lie to you. So after all this time of making the playoffs, for the first time since, what, the 2nd or 3rd season or whatever, we don't even make the playoffs. Not even the play-in, which is kind of crazy. All right, well, that might be it. But let's go simulate the playoffs here. Trailblazers do win. Gerald Matthews as your finals MVP. Good for you, little bro. And wow, that will do it for this video. Wilt Chamberlain and Steph Curry do decide to retire together, both in the league for 20 years, 39 and 40 years old. What a career sim this was. Oh my goodness. There were so many good times. There were a lot of bad times, but man, what a heck of a career it was for our star duo right here. Let's go check out Steph Curry first. See what he put up for his career. So throughout Steph Curry's entire career, he averaged 23.5 points, basically 2 rebounds, 8.5 assists, 1.5 steals, 50, 40, 90. Man, amazing shooting splits as always for Steph Curry here. And amazing scoring. Definitely not bad for our boy Curry here. In terms of Curry's career high, he had 55 points in a single game. He had 9 3-pointers made in a single game. He had 19 assists in a single game. Oh my goodness, that's a lot. And all right, you already know what time it is. It is accolade time. Man, I actually thought they won a lot more championships than that. That's kind of crazy. So throughout Steph Curry's entire career, he was an 8-time NBA champion, a 2-time Finals MVP, an 18-time All-Star. He made the first team 5 times, he made the second team 11 times, and he made the third team 1 singular time. And of course, no all defensive notches for Curry here, which is kind of unfortunate because I thought Curry was a way better player than, that. He was literally averaging like 2 steals a game for the longest time. But no matter, Steph Curry, what a career for you. And now it's time to go check out Mr. Wilt Chamberlain here. Let's go check out these stats. Our boy averaged 22.5 points a game, almost 23, 15 rebounds a game, 4.5 assists, 1.5 steals, 2.5 blocks, 57% from the field. He shot 19% from 3. That's 19% too much. And also 74% from the free throw line. I'm just curious to see. This man shot 1,000 threes. Why would he ever do that? And he made 200 of them. Alright, bro was trying to fit into the modern NBA. And throughout Wilt's entire career, alright, I mean, I guess we can't really go off of this because this is based off of like his old character model, so just ignore this. That's not true at all. So, you know what? Let's just head right to his stats. This man was an 8-time NBA champion, a 15-time most valuable player. Do you realize how many times that is? 15 times. Oh my goodness. This man was a 6-time Finals MVP, a 19-time All-Star. He made the first team 18 times. He made the second team twice. I don't know if he made any third teams in there, but all I know is that he also had a ton of defensive notches. Plus, he had so many defensive player of the years. It was actually kind of crazy. But man, dude, 15 MVPs. That has got to be like an NBA record or something. That is so insane to see. But all right, these two had an absolutely amazing career, but we are not done just yet. We got one more thing to check out here, and that will of course be the all-time scoring list, as Steph Curry finishes off number 5 all-time on the scoring list with 38,786 points. Not bad for Mr. Steph Curry here. And Wilt Chamberlain actually does finish out number 8 all-time with 37,312 points. Number 5 and number 8 for our boys here isn't too bad. In terms of field goals made, Wilt Chamberlain was number 7 on this list with 13,964 field goals made, and Curry was number 10 all-time with 13,357. In terms of 3-pointers made, man, you're telling me Kevin Love had more 3-pointers than Steph Curry? Make that make sense. Either way though, Steph Curry does finish out number 3 all-time on the all-time threes list with 4,087 threes. And of course, Wilt Chamberlain will not be on this list, so I won't even check. In terms of free throws made, Wilt Chamberlain was number 3 all-time with 9,183 free throws. Not bad for our boy. And Steph Curry finishes out number 8 all-time with 7,985 free throws. And in terms of rebounds, Wilt Chamberlain, you can see two of them here, but the one that we are focusing on finishes off number 1 all-time in terms of rebounds with 24,831 rebounds. It only makes sense. He was going absolutely crazy on the rebound spectrum. And of course, Steph Curry probably will not be on this list, so I won't even bother checking that either. In terms of assists though, Steph Curry finishes off number 2 on the all-time list with 14,269 assists. That is actually kind of crazy. And I will check out to see if Wilt is on this list because he did have a lot. And yes, he does. Number 39 on the all-time assist list with 7,906 assists. Oh my goodness, that is insane. And in terms of blocks, yep, he is number 1 on the all-time list with 4,188 blocks. That is actually insane, man. Finishes off number 1. Let's go. Steph Curry, of course, will not be on this list, so I won't even check that. In terms of steals, though, Steph Curry does finish out on this list number 4 all-time with 2,867. And, of course, Wilt Chamberlain, 2,242 steals. Finishes off number 14 all-time. And with minutes played, let's see. Yup, Wilt finishes off with 56,197 minutes. And Curry's right behind him with 55,215 minutes played in the NBA. And like I said midway through this video, Wilt was on literally almost every single all-time list. Like literally he was almost on every single list besides the 3-point list. Other than that, he was on everything. Points, rebounds, assists, blocks, steals, everything. This is actually insane. But with that, that'll about do it for this video. Wilt Chamberlain and Steph Curry, you guys retire with 8 NBA championships. Wilt Chamberlain, 15 MVPs. You are definitely the greatest player of all time. There is no doubt in my mind about that. What a career sim this was for this dynamic duo. Would I say they're the best duo of all time? I'm not really sure. I've done a lot of NBA duos in the past, and a lot of them have been very dominant, just like this duo right here, but I can't really make a decision, so I'm gonna leave that up to you guys. If you made it this far in the video, make sure you leave a comment down below talking about who you think the greatest duo of all time is. But yeah, with that, that'll do it for this video. If you did enjoy it, make sure you go down below and hit that like button. And also while you're down there, make sure you do subscribe. And also while you're down there, leave a comment down below of another NBA duo I should do the same scenario with. And with that, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.